Hi, this is Tom Clem.
Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller with WRS Wealth Advisors.
Bringing you the Audible Call for the 2021 season.
Whether you bleed orange and black,
Whether you bleed red and black,
whether you bleed blue and white,
Whether you bleed burgundy and gold,
Nights in Northeast Ohio are best spent watching high school football.
enjoy the show.
can I get some Omahas, Mike?
Welcome to Forever, man. Let's go. Come on. It's forever. No surrender. Yeah. You know that this right here forever. Go. And there will be no surrender. Now allow me to reintroduce myself. They call me J.O. A to the easy E-N. Know that we undefeated. Y'all are beneath them speeches trying to air a grievance. But his lines are overhead. Better check the air for clearance. Call the tower. This is ours. Clear the heat. The air apparent. Really, I've never been better. Legacy, this is forever. All the more times I've been severed. I'm raising the bar. You can go ahead and measure. Think about time for a toast. Time that we welcome to go. Yo, we're just leaving. I think about time that somebody go get on their coat. Come on. Here we go. You know that this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever.
Welcome into the Audible Call. It is week 8 of the high school football season. I am Mike Ackelson, Quinn Pushkar on the hot seat. Eric's got in here flipping games. Nasty Nate's going to talk with us during the night. And then I got my man, Radar. He's here. B's here. He's running the scoreboards. He'll be checking out games with us. And then my other guy, he's happy today. The Cleveland Indians win a playoff game against the Yankees. Scotty Mincher, right, Scotty? It's the Indians, not the Guardians.
It's the Indians or whatever you want to call them, Mike.
All right.
You're the Kings.
All right. Hey, big week coming up. We're going to see how some teams match up. A lot of people talking about this Lowville Mineral Ridge game. I don't even know if it's going to be much of a game, Quinn. I think Vinny Ballone and company go in there and smash the Rams.
Yeah, 100%. Vinny's too good, in my mind.
Yeah. A couple other interesting games. Rivalry game, Boardman-Fitch. You would like to see Boardman a little better coming into this one. I think Fitch will be the team that's going to walk away with it. They had a great game last week. Overtime finish, wild one for the Falcons. But nothing gets you up like playing a rival, huh, Quinn?
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Okay. I love Quinn. Straight to the point. Doesn't waste any words. We'll bring in Nate now. Nate, some teams fighting for their playoff lives. They've got to win to keep things moving on. What's the crucial thing that they want to do this week?
Big thing, just execute as normal. Don't let a little bit of nervousness set in. Go out, play football. These guys been, where are we in week
8?
Week 8.
Yeah.
We're 7 weeks in. They know what to do. They know the right way to do it. Go out and execute.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting there. So
Side note,
check out. We've got 28 games for you, 29 actually. And so we will have them for you on our Boxcast. Brookfield and Garfield. That's actually a very good game. Garfield's only lost to Warren JFK. They give up a 2-point conversion late. They're could be undefeated. Brookfield's only lost back in week 1 against the Ursuline Irish. Pretty good football team, I would say. So you look at that matchup. That's one that could be interesting. Could go down to the wire. Could be a blowout. We'll just see how the night develops here on the Audible Call. The thing we like to do, get to as many games as possible. Eric's going to be down them up. We yell them out for you. You'll hear lots of Omahas from Scotty, Radar. Nate might even throw a few in there, depending if somebody drinks his Mountain Dew or not. We'll see how it goes. That's when he gets real nasty, folks. You got to be here to see it. We should get an ISO camera on him.
We're going to have fun tonight.
So anyhow, Eric, tell me where we're going first, and we'll head there and pick up our crew. All right, Western Reserve, Sebring. We're going to check that out. Aaron Moser's got to call. Buckle up, folks. It's week 8 of the high school football season.
Going I formation. One wide receiver far side. Looks like they're going for this. Eater under center, I formation. Pitches it to Javi. Javi gets tackled in the backfield. Will be short. Western Reserve will take over on downs, where we'll see Luke Henning, Ethan Cannon, Jack Darney, and Party with Riccardi. About 9:40 left. We'll be back.
21 News delivers the news as it happens.
And here we go. 3rd down and short. He is under center, the quarterback here for Jackson Milton. This is Caden Mitchell in motion. Taking a long count here, trying to draw them off sides. But it looks like we got a timeout here by the Blue Jays. Coach Brode did not like that, and he calls a timeout. We'll be back here in 30 seconds after this message.
And a lot of the great announcers will be on the call for those games. DeShields floats one, and that's almost hauled in there by number 2, Anthony Perry. Tried to grab that with one hand, but just out of the arm's reach of Perry. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 9 from the 9-yard line. So yeah, I mean, a lot of good games here tonight. Girard and Struthers. It's a big game inside the Northeast State Conference. Also a big game in terms of playoff implications. Both teams right now sitting in the playoffs. But I'm sure Struthers wants play of the drive. Move up. And they've been playing some good football. This one, nice run up the middle by Harlan. Still dragging some Warrior defenders. And he will be tackled for about a 3-yard gain.
He beats a tackle. He's in for a touchdown. Newton falls up early.
Let's be stingy here. West Branch has gotten, time and time again in these 3rd and goal situations, and they've been able to convert. And if they don't convert here, you'd have to imagine the Warriors probably going to go for it as well. So as DeShields now looks towards the sidelines, Harlan is the running back. And DeShields is going to roll out. Nowhere to go. Floats back. He's got a man wide open in the end zone, and too easy.
Where near him? That is as easy as it'll get. Touchdown from 32 out. 15-yard line.
It's a nice opening first drive.
Very nice so far.
Hopefully we can punch one in here.
Chase on the shotgun. Motion is Carter's Bruton gets the handoff.
Nice
and he
job, Carlos.
Got the 2-yard line.
That was
he was hit as he threw the football. No good. A nice pressure there by Carrollton.
I got Dominic Otto on the tackle. Or Toto. I'm sorry, Toto. And Mr. State says John Shaw, number 20. So that is a lot harder. And I am not that quick yet. So
well, I can't multitask. I am not talking and doing the camera at the same time.
Chase in the shotgun, keeper, and he is in. Number 17, nice. Chase I for the Bombers touchdown.
And really, this is I believe this is one of the first times we've seen Columbiana's defense full strength too, if I'm not mistaken, because I believe Branson Graham last week only played one side of the ball.
Right, and he was on offense, and Hartley was on defense.
Yeah.
Heck of a play. Clock stops at 8:19. As keeping it himself, looking for the edge, piling his way through. It's a touchdown for the Spartans.
Spread formation again. Uncovered receiver. They got a wheel at the top. He's wide open. There's blown coverage there by the G-men, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Warriors. Number 4 on that catch, Brett Carson. G-men, I think, lost track of the down and distance and could not get lined up and had a blown coverage there. They just ran a simple wheel route up at the top, and nobody ran with him. So quick score there for Warriors on their opening possession. So number
packed a lot on that defensive side of the ball.
Guido all alone in the Clipper backfield. Now he's got Buhite in motion. Buhite's going to get the ball. He's going around left in, and he stumbled over the chalk line. There's no chalk out there. It's a turf field, but Caleb stumbled, and now he's limping off. I hope he's okay. He's
tripped up
by the 38-yard line.
I believe it's actually going to be a hold here on Columbiana.
There is a flag.
I believe it's going to be on Lipley. Kind of gets his hands outside of the shoulder pads there.
Yep, on the clips. They're bringing it back.
Haven't seen Lipley on the offensive side of the ball much this year. But I'll tell you what, watching after the play, he kept driving and driving after the whistle. And that's a lot of things that coach preach as someone who's going to come in and block.
To the right here, and they're going to give it here. As he hurdles, looks like this is number 9 here for the Springfield Tigers, Ryan Corselli, the senior here, 5'8", 160, and he definitely has the speed for a pickup of 7 down to the 9. So Springfield, their first play from scrimmage, already getting a nice run there to start. Overpower Jackson Milton is key here. You know, the Blue Jays 6-2, Springfield 4-4, but they want to show that the record doesn't matter. Jackson Milton looks a little confused there and looks like number 9 here. This is number 9.
He's going to call his own number left side. He's going to have a first down. He cuts back to the middle. There's another flag thrown, though. This one's coming back again. There was a gain of 31 yards for another Quaker score, but it's going to be the 3rd penalty for Salem in the first 4 minutes of game time.
Yeah, and again, we saw those penalties last week, Matt, just came back to haunt the Quakers again at vital points in that football game. And you never want to have penalties, obviously, but any penalties that take points off the board like that one did right there hurt just as much.
Again, Marlington 1-7 on the year. Their teams, they've yet to play a team that has been 500 or worse. Every team that they've played has been 500 or better, except for Minerva last week, and Marlington shut them out 31-0. So again, Quakers have their hands full tonight, but a great start so far, minus all these penalties. And the scoreboard operator here.
To Rossi as he tries to find a location to dive through it into the end zone. The score is made, but there is a flag on the 10-yard line. This most likely will be a hold to set the Eagles back. So they're not in the end zone quite yet. We'll see what the call is here. And it will be holding on the Eagles. And Rossi will chill by the sideline as Valent and Easton come to the sideline.
Strong defense by Harding and as well as Cheney near the end of the drive. So let's see if Matt Jones can get them back down the field. Receiver in motion. Low snap once again. It's going to be a handoff to Emil.
Again to the left. And now Hadley's going to keep it himself. And Hadley breaks through a tackle, stiff arms another, and gets a touchdown for Caleb Hadley. Caleb Hadley with the score. Great run from him there. A 20-yard scamper down the line, stiff-arming defenders left and right, and is able to bring it into the red end zone. And
able to make a big play for this Canfield offense.
Little quick hitter in the flat. Raymond takes care of business with his speed. First down and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line. We're going from the offset pistol. Scotty Eaton is the back. Man in motion. Lowry takes. Here's Eaton on the carry, powering forward and into the end zone for another Cardinal touchdown.
Canfield wasting no time. They punched in their second touchdown of the game against Allen. I got to correct myself. The wrong thing I did was take a week off, and I thought it was week 8. It's week 9. So I apologize. I made a mistake. You guys can grill me on Facebook if you want, but Scotty let me have it as soon as I got off the mic. He said, Mike, you're just out of it tonight. He was going to take over. I almost left. I didn't cry, though. I did.
No crying in high school.
There's no crying in football. Right, Nate?
There's no crying. There's no crying in high school football.
Nate, you're on.
I'm always on.
Oh, you're crying.
Always
I
on.
forget it. Nate's crying.
I thought we weren't crying.
All right, we're going down
You
to
guys lost
Wellsville
me
now.
already.
They take a timeout, of course. That's a quarter in the jar. Lots of good action early on in this one. South Range is out to a 14-0 lead. How about the little surprise? Boardman strikes first against Fitch. They have a 7-0 lead. Canfield, 15-0. Western Reserve, 14-0 over Sebring in the first quarter. Lots of action going on for you. So let's head out to Fitch. We're going to listen to Ty Bartell. You're listening to the Audible Call.
As 5:29 and ticking, has the Falcons behind the chains by a few more. Play goes backwards. Nice defensive play by the Spartans as 4th down and 5 coming up. Fitch coming out in an odd look, and we've seen this look a couple of times from the Falcons in the special teams unit where they send Deshaun Vaughn Jr. out to punt. They haven't tried to fake any.
Geddes will take it again, hand it off to Sell. He's got plenty of room around the side. Keegan hurdles him, and he is down inside the 5. They're going to call him out at the 1-yard line. What a move there by Keegan. Okay, so after that hurdle, Keegan gets pushed out at the 1-yard line. G-Men 1st and goal. 1st and goal for the G-Men from the 1-yard line. G-Men should be able to punch this in here. Jesse and Keegan in the backfield. Keegan's going to take the snap around right side. He's going nowhere, though.
3 backs behind Pete. He hands it off to the fullback there.
Maybe
Brought
lost it.
down.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe half yard.
Brought down by the jersey there.
Play 2nd down and goal.
So 2nd and goal from the 1. And that's one of those we wish we had replay for to be able to watch that again. So traditional I formation now for the offset. Keegan, Jesse in the backfield. It's a short man up. First man through. Keegan Sell. Touchdown. G-Men.
So same power formation here. 3 backs behind Pete. Takes a snap and pitches it off way deep in the back. He tripped on the way, but he walks into the end zone.
They're going to mark him down for 1.
Just short.
His knee must have touched before rolling in.
He got hit hard.
He did. He almost spun it over the defender so he didn't touch the ground.
It'll be 2nd and goal on the 1. Keeper up the middle. He's in. A touchdown for Newton Falls.
So Newton Falls puts 6 more on the board. And we still have the extra point to kick. Come on. Come on.
2-1 touchdown, Columbiana. Coleman Bacon on an 18-yard pass from Joe Guido.
Touchdown, Columbiana.
And once again, Joe does a great job keeping his eyes downfield, looking downfield, sees that no one's open, but then sees Bacon kind of as his last check down receiver, gets him the ball. Coleman Bacon makes a couple guys miss. And I believe that's Colt Bacon's 2nd touchdown in the last 2 weeks.
Well, he recovered that fumble.
Yeah. It's his. I heard he gave his buddy Connor Wither a nice high five after the game.
The rest of the Rocket team.
Valley sets up under the center again. Zach Stacy is his man.
Handoff.
Miller, who cuts it up the middle of the field, what looks like a busted play, turns out to be a gain of about 3 yards.
From Christian Valley, picks up a few yards.
So the Rams are staring down the face of a 3rd down and 5
and about
from the
5 yards for the Rams.
The Rockets still subbing in, and they need one more off the field. And they're going to look to snap it, and Lowville will be forced to take a timeout.
Call by Lowville. That's their first of the half.
Lowville's got to take a timeout. We'll go ahead and take one as well. 0-0 with under a minute left here in the first.
2 receivers bunched up once again. And it's going to be a keeper that time for Sierra. He's going to go in. Touchdown. McDonald once again this time.
And he's going to go across the 50 inside G-Men territory all the way down to the 40-yard line. So 40 to 40 there. They're going to mark it just short of the 40 at the 41-yard line. 19-yard gain there by Davis.
Ball is spotted at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for Brookfield. So this is one of the things that the Warriors are able to do right now is give G-Men a little trouble up front. Again, we got Isaiah Jones down here locked up one-on-one with Geddes with safety help over the top with Leo. Bobbled the snap. Quarterback has to fall on that. So bad snap there. And a low snap that quarterback had to reach out for. Lost yards all the way back to the 44. So 3-yard loss there on 1st down. He's up 2nd and long here as we approach the 3-minute mark to go here in the opening quarter. G-Men 7, Warriors 7. 2nd and 13. Handoff again to Davis. Right up the middle. Across the 40 inside. G-Men 40-yard line down to 39 maybe. We'll see what he gets. They give him the 39 or they mark him at the 40. They give him the 39. So 5-yard gain there for Davis. 3rd and 8 now for the Warriors. Pulaski back to throw. He's got number 3 wide open. Another busted coverage by the G-Men. There is absolutely nobody around Aiden Jones. Touchdown, Warriors. That's the 2nd busted coverage that
that was too by Ortiz, getting a nice bounce, but it bounces off one of the Spartans' helmets. Unfortunate bounce, and I think that was Jared Mahood.
And number personal
foul.
foul. Wyndham.
Yep.
We don't get numbers, so we don't know. That's a 15-yard. That's not a good penalty to take, obviously.
It is not.
Coach I is not going to be happy about that.
Personal foul on the Bombers.
And
timeout Wyndham.
We have a
timeout Wyndham.
Yeah.
Enjoy this commercial.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WR.
Looking to draw this game back to even. Minute 25 to go here in quarter number 1. Falcons had to punt as the snap. That time, Williams gets it. Oh, what a cut by Williams. He's off to the races. Spartans will try to cut him off inside the 10, the 5, the touchdown. Grown man strength. The human freight train, DJ Williams, books it for 6. And a chance to tie it up here in Austintown as Josiah Burney will be back for the extra point attempt.
The football, but catching it, that makes him so valuable.
Yeah, Maniscalco has 61 carries on the year to lead the team, but the last several weeks, due to a little bit of an injury and the emergence of the freshman, Maniscalco has actually been shifted to the defensive side of the football, as Johnson's going to keep it on 3rd and 2, a sprint to the right side, and he is going to get the first down, but was tripped up inside the 45-yard line. On the stop there was McFarland. And it's going to be first down Quakes.
Yeah, it looked like that was supposed to be a different play. Jackson just came up to the line, saw something that he liked, and took that ball off to the right side for a nice gain. Could have had more, just unfortunately tripped up on that one. So, but nonetheless, it'll be 1st and 10 Quakers inside of Duke territory.
Gain of about 6 yards on that play, as Johnson's going to sling it here to Caden Swiger, as the senior's brought down by his numerical counterpart there. Looks like it was number 2, Bo Himmelheber on the stop. And it's 2nd down. Excuse me. And it's going to be a 5-yard pickup there by Swiggs. 2nd down and 5. Johnson gives the ball to the freshman. Monroy bounces to the outside, has some room. Nice move by the freshman. He gets down to the 20, and he's pushed out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. About a 23-yard pickup for Cletus Monroy. 4 carries now, Jared, for 44 yards.
Yeah, and going back to the comparison between him and Dominic Maniscalco.
Over the course of the season, Miller rolling out right for the 2nd try, and this is going to be a conversion. Wow, they completed it down into the end zone, and this is CCC running back to the sideline. Who the conversion was to, we have no idea. It was in a herd of Ironmen, but the 2-point conversion is good, making it 8-6, Warren JFK behind. And we'll be right back after this one. Don't go anywhere.
Goal line.
Yeah, we've seen some not so smart plays by the Quakers in terms of penalties so far. That was not the best option there if you're a Duke supporter. Jackson Johnson clearly out of bounds and then was rode to the ground. So that's going to be some extra yardage here for the Quakers. They're going to be looking at 1st down deep inside of Marlington territory, already up 14-0.
We think they're, Jared, gain of maybe 6-7 yards there before the penalty?
Give or take, yeah, give or take.
Receivers to the left side. Skirpak, hands off, up the middle, and inside the far 5-yard line goes Hunter Off, the senior.
To answer your question,
with 3:59 to go, first quarter. As we have an official timeout here on the field. Key matchup in the EBC tonight, Jared. Keep an eye on Alliance and Carrollton. Excuse me.
West Branch
and Carrollton, yes, because Alliance is with Minerva tonight. But West Branch and Carrollton, a huge one. The Battle of the Warriors tonight in Carrollton, as Monroy is going to find the end zone for a touchdown, but another flag, and then another flag after that. Flag happy early on.
You're in.
It also depends on how much you trust your quarterback.
That's true, too.
Who you got back there, how mobile they are.
And Skirpak takes it into the pay dirt.
So
and there's
gets paid
6
off
more.
there.
Raiders doing what the Raiders do.
Scoring points and doing it quickly.
Not quite sure what just took place there, Matt, as the officials are sorting things out here.
So Monroy got into the end zone from 6 yards out. We believe that's coming back. So a couple, is that number 75 for sale?
I think it was 76.
That's David Mangus, the sophomore. On the near sideline for Marlington, I believe it was number 79. That's Tyler Fincher. So I'm not sure if both these guys just got tossed or what. They're going to push Salem back now.
Let's break a tackle to potentially get into the end zone. Maybe a quarterback sneak and just let the line push forward, and they are going to do that. And that is going to be a Carrollton touchdown.
Actually, yeah, a little back into the right of Guido. He gets the snap, runs right up the middle, cuts outside. He's up over the 10, spin move, and he rolls on into the end zone. Touchdown, Clippers.
15-yard line.
I mean,
so a 10-yard penalty. Salem's 5th. I'm guessing there was a hold before the two personal foul calls that offset each other. As they give the ball, Johnson keeps it himself.
That's Monroy.
Monroy, excuse me. My head was down, and it is Cletus Monroy with another easy touchdown, his second of the night. Another one from 16 yards, and Salem increases the lead in an interesting first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, we're only, 8 minutes into this game. We've seen probably 9 flags, 3 Salem
7 to be
touchdowns, and
exact,
potentially 2 ejections here as 2 players were removed. We'll find out that one here soon.
So 16-yard touchdown run by Monroy, his second of the night. Extra point is good. And it's 21-0 Salem with 3:49 to go here in the first quarter.
It's a 40-yard gain on the play, and an Orange Lions first down. Cole Schreibman.
Nobody. Oh, they do have one man wide left. There's Caden Short to the left. There's a handoff up the middle. He gets a first down.
It's gonna be
They'll
close.
stop him at about the 2 or 3.
CJ, that man on the left lined up is what we call a decoy.
And unfortunately for Short, that might be one of the only times we get to say his name on the evening.
No, I mean, they don't pass often, Newton Falls, and especially now with this 14-0 lead and great scoring position, you think they're going to stick with pounding the rock most of the night. 8:15 to go.
We are on stable ground, Noah.
Well, CJ, it's going to be like one of those mining collapses.
Another handoff up the middle. It's a touchdown, and it's 20-0 Newton Falls.
So Newton Falls puts 6 more on the board. More fireworks. They might run out of fireworks.
You know, I'm really curious as to why they do that. They set up.
Alex Forrest passes incomplete, intended for Robinson. Cameron Crockett on the coverage. 4th down.
First and 12 until they can get a score possibly here. Try to take back the lead. Hadley under center again. Hand it off to Easton again. He tries to break some tackles. Shed away, and he's going to try to spin away and dive on the line, but he's going to be stopped just short. That was very close as he shook out like 3 Cleveland Central Catholic defenders. He was brought down just short, and they will give it a first down. So now it's going to be first and goal from the 1. 11-yard run from Easton. So Easton doing a great job so far here on his run game. Now on the 1. And Hadley's running back over from the sideline to get in a back position. You got Hozo, Hadley, and Easton behind Rossi. And Rossi's going to give it straight to Easton for the 1-yard score.
Still has to be either before the snap or they have to be unimpeded to the quarterback to draw the call. That time, both edge rushers for John Hay unimpeded to the quarterback, so the penalty needed to be thrown. Jump pass here for White down the field. He makes the catch as Klein. That was a screenplay setup. It looked like there for Foster, but Klein improvising there. He jump passes it down the field to White. A bit of an underthrow. White makes the catch. He's going to be tackled at the 12. Could have been a touchdown there, but Klein with pressure put as much on that throw as he could. Quickly to the line of scrimmage they go. Hand off to White out of the shotgun. White cuts it upfield. He's got 2 touchdowns on the day. 27-0 Beavers. And
How about Beaver Local? Another touchdown as they punch that one in, and they are looking pretty good. Speaking of machines, South Range on the move, already up 28-0. You're looking in live on the Audible Call. I'm Mike Ackelson. Quinn Pushkar loves seeing South Range highlights. And the Raiders right back at it. We'll see if they can punch one in. But I will tell you this might be our last look in tonight. Once the games become lopsided, we'll stick with the games that are closely contested. South Range looking to keep their #1 ranking here at YSN intact as they are hammering the Bulldogs already, looking for their 5th touchdown of the game. Lots of action going on around. Eric's flipping game to game. We can tell you just starting the second quarter, Crestview leads champion 14-7. Pretty good game there. Newton Falls 21-0 over Camel. 8:02 left in the second quarter. Beaver Local 28-0. There's your South Range touchdown. Folks, if you want to watch the South Range game, you can click on our YSN Live. Go to it. You can watch it. But we're going to probably just update you on scores throughout the rest of the night since they're up 35-0. They'll have a running clock to go to that game in the second half. Again, during the regular season, you can watch any game you want for free. When the playoffs start in 2 weeks, $9.99 on Friday, $9.99 on Saturday. You can catch all the action from there. But let's head out to Middle Ridge. We got a great game. Little unsuspecting that the Rockets and the Rams would still be scoreless in the second quarter. Let's take it away up there. And Jake's, yes.
Hey, so it looks like
what you got for me, Nate?
The Rockets just shut them down. Second turnover on downs in
the red zone.
Probably last two possessions. I think it might have been.
I'll tell you what, this has surprised me. I honestly thought this could be a shootout. The fact that this game's scoreless in the second, crazy. Jake Silax got the call. Let's listen to him.
22, the sophomore.
Running play by number 22, Gino Perry. Picks up a couple yards.
Gino Perry, the ball carrier, stopped on the play by number 10, Christian Valley. The gain of about 3 yards brings up second down and 6. Gain of about 4 brings up second and 6. Malone's in the gun, twins both top and bottom reverse screens. Vinny Malone takes the snap. He's got a big pressure to work with. Oh boy, there he goes. 6'5", 200 pounds. A big run, first down, Rocket. Middle Ridge, we're going to apply a lot of pressure on Malone this evening up the middle, especially as we talked during Coach's scoring. They're looking to really get up the middle and make him uncomfortable in the pocket, make him move outside the pocket. So far, so good, but we do know he's got probably one of the best set of wheels that we have here in the MVAC conference. We're showing you that right now. First down and 10. The Rockets are starting to drive here, but there's 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Twins, bottom of your screen. Balone is the quarterback, and he's in the gun. Balone drops back to pass. He slings it to the outside. He's got his man to be overthrown. No, he didn't. He got it. There he goes down the sideline. Untouched. There's a flag, but he is untouched. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets with a flag pending.
Hey, there you go. I was telling you, scoreless in the second, and just like that, Vinny Balone serving up, I got to eat. Nice big long touchdown pass. And just like that, the Rockets are on the board against the Rams. Maybe that'll open up things for them. Eric, where are we going next? Where are you flipping me to? Let's go to Crestview. Check out that game between Champion and the Rebels. And we've got Dom O'Brien on the call.
Offense. So you spotted the foul. So we'll see where the final mark is there. We're probably going to be looking
right about the 40-yard line. So.
Yeah. 1st and 13.
It's hard to determine from up here where the ball's going to be spotted because that is from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, we don't know where the refs saw the call. Fakes the handoff to Batura, throws it up, targeting Xander Withrow, leading him a bit too far. If he would have hit him in stride, he had a lot of green ahead of him. Either that or a hit for Brett Channel, depending on where the angles met. But
And that's one, but gets tackled ultimately going for the near side sideline. Boardman did a great job keeping Williams in front of him that time. As that's a thing with Williams, so patient in that backfield. Doesn't always take the first cut available or run through the first open hole he sees. Rather, Williams showcases his high IQ for the position. Time and time again, Jamel James still dealing with an injury as well as the Falcons, with missing one of their 2 shots out of that double barrel shotgun action in the backfield. Keeper Vaughn, sideline, looks for the first. A flag comes in late, and we'll see what this one's going to be on. As we await our call from the referee. And it's going against the Falcons, and it's going to back them up. As Anthony Montana, referee for the day, makes the call. And at 6:34, Fitch, similar to Boardman, going to have to deal with a holding call that's going to back him up a ton on 2nd down. Fitch going to show 3 receivers set, all of them to the far side of the field to Vaughn's left. Single back in the backfield with Vaughn.
There is in and out of the hands of wide receiver because Severino's playing behind the wide receiver. Here's Sunman. He's going to take the snap.
There's the handoff.
Hands it off. They got 3 and a lot more. He's going to break that one, and that's going to be good for a Fairport Harbor first down.
Yeah, give the tackle credit. I'm going to go with Matt Miller on that one for the St. John Herald.
flag thrown, false start, Rebels, another 5 yards.
We'll bring him to 3rd and 18.
Third and 16. And Kirko Miller takes the snap, rolls out to his left, throws it up wide open. Dominic Yerke lost his defender in the end zone again. Hat trick for Yerke, 3 for him tonight. I would love to see the replay of what he did to get so wide open there wasn't a receiver within 5 or a defender within 5 yards of him. And Kirk Miller was.
They need to get to the 8 for a first down. So here we go. Springfield trying to score. Here comes the handoff, and he's got a good hole. Looks like he is going to be stopped shy of the goal line.
Of the Dukes here early on in this game.
John's not going to roll out to his right. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught by Davidson for a touchdown. An easy play there. Oh, imagine that, a flag. A flag is in the end zone on the near side, not even close to where the play was
An
taken
eligible
off.
receiver downfield.
Oh, my, from the 2?
Yeah. I mean,
the 2-yard line. First and goal for the Tigers. And here comes number 5, Colton Rourke. Colton Rourke, they're going to win the touchdown. Colton Rourke with a 2-yard scamper, and now Springfield is up by 3 scores with 19 seconds left in the first half. And that is exactly the way you want to end the first half.
We know what Baylock's capable of. You go back to week 1 against Brookfield, he busted about an 84-yard touchdown run. Some good games around the valley right now, Steve. I know you've been paying attention.
Yeah, a couple good ones. Fitch
Crestview.
and Boardman are tied. Crestview just goes up 2 scores.
Slings it, and no one is home, incomplete. And it's 4th down with 9:26 remaining here in the first half.
And the Quakers are going to take the points here, Matt. We saw this last week. They had the 20-yard drive to start the game against Carrollton to get the first points on the board. They get down. They get 4th and goal from
Ogilvy in the backfield.
For United to dial this up.
Keeper up the middle. And Courtney, he's going to be stopped short of the first down as he's taken down at the 25. And Lisbon will take over on downs.
Interesting call there by Ogilvy. You know, he had the trips on the short side of the field, and then he ran to the wide side there off tackle. I don't know. I thought we'd see maybe a little bubble screen or something like that, but good job for Lisbon.
Very conservative play calling by Coach Ogilvy. Lisbon will take over at the 25.
And that's a statement to the Lisbon defense.
That's a win right there.
They've been doing man coverage, and it hasn't hurt them yet.
Stauffer, the receiver near side. Sifke in the gun as we're under 10 seconds on this play clock. So he's still looking for the play call, and they don't have the right personnel in the field.
He's got to call timeout again.
Coach Aldermare is hot.
All right.
Lisbon's got to use their last timeout of the first half with 10:17 to go. It's 10-0 United.
Locally owned and operated.
Some sort.
Ball. Second quarter. I want to take a second real quick. Give a quick update on.
There's a handoff to the outside. He's got the green grass in front of him. He's off to the races and into the end zone for another Indian touch.
Second with 19.9. Urson in third with 19.1. Cheney in fourth with 18 points. And University School fifth with 16 computer points. And this is basically anyone's region.
Yeah, it's anybody's region for sure. You want to finish out and close out and get those home games for sure.
You definitely want to get that top 4. Because the top 4, like you said, get 2 home games in the playoffs. First 2 rounds will actually, all the playoff games will be on Friday nights.
Yeah, the first 2
in Division
rounds will
3.
be all Friday. Yep, but the Friday.
In the gun, trips bottom of your screen. Takes the snap, drops back. He's got a huge blitz up the middle. Malone swings it. Oh! Rocked by number 1, Mason Miller, but it's complete. Number 20 on the receiving end of that.
Erickson in the gun. He's going to drop back here on first down, looking across the middle. Has his man. Who else but DC Farrell? He'll get into the end zone, and Ursuline will extend the lead.
15-yard touchdown pass.
I'll tell you what, Steve, you're playing the most important role right now, and that's taking a lot of pressure off me with writing down the scores. So the Irish extend the lead. James McGlone will come back.
Lowry's got 2 backs, Scotty Eaton and Dom Marzano. Lowry takes. He's going to keep it himself. He makes one man miss. Lowry squeezes through and he jumps into the end zone for another touchdown. The elusiveness of Brock Lowry.
Malone takes the snap, rolls left. He's looking for something. He's got a little bit of daylight, slings it over the middle. Caught, touchdown, Louisville. Number 3, Mr. Brady Manovsky. Touchdown Rockets. And just like that, Louisville in the last 5 minutes, 13 unanswered points. Lucido on to attempt the extra point for Louisville. Good snap, good hold. Pick is up, and it is good. Brings the score. The Louisville Rockets 14, Melridge Rams 0. We'll be back with you in 10 seconds after this message from WRSL. 14-0 here from Joe Lane Stadium in favor of Louisville.
WRS Wealth Advice.
Spring, summer.
Get the ship going again in the right direction.
One way, you pull that edge linebacker off to the far side, and all of a sudden you have a hole that develops on the far side of the field. Hard to get there, but now a run. Carter's got it, and for a second looked like he was going to break it. Pardon me, that's Tyler Sanchez on the carry. He will get the first down. Looked like he was about to burst off for a big run, but Gerard in there. 5:29 to go in the second quarter. This drive needs to end in a touchdown for Struthers, and unfortunately, they're also going to need to go for 2 at the very end of it as well. As at this part of the field, it's 4-down territory, so you got a lot of plays at your disposal. This has been a traditional run formation for them off to this strong side of the field. They will break tendency, go left side with Sanchez, and now he finds a hole, slips through it, and he's up to the 15 in a blink of an eye. I looked down at my rosters for a half of a second, and I look back up, and he's just slicing through the defense like a hot knife through butter. They will push him all the way to the 15-yard line, and Struthers looking to score inside of the red zone. Need the 2-point conversion, though, to even it up. We'll see what they do once they get there. Still in the backfield is Sanchez. And Grizib, keeper to the right side. He fumbled last time, but this time he finds his second touchdown of the game.
Injury timeout on the field, folks. We're going to take a timeout with them. 2:31 to go in the first half. Potters lead 7-6. You'll listen to Potter Football live on YSN, your sports network.
When looking for home design inspiration.
And Tyler Scher, Jimmy's brother, just a sophomore, the safety coming up and bringing a good hit. So 2nd down and 10, $1:28 left to play. That stops the clock after the incompletion. Perry brings a man in motion. That's Gusius. He takes it, looking to throw again. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run off the right side, and then he spun down just past the 30. On the tackle is number 8, and Jack Fabry. So now it's 3rd down and short here for the Tigers. We approach a minute left to play. They're going to try a little no-huddle action for the first time here tonight. 3 wide receivers. They're not set. Now they're ready. He takes the snap. Perry scrambling to his weak side. He chucks it down the field. He had Gusius, but he overshot him. So now it's 4th down and 3 with 49 seconds left.
Yeah, and we've seen a heavy dose of running from this Highland offense, Rich. And with Perry in at quarterback, we see them drop back all 3 plays so far this offensive drive. And I wonder on 4th down here, if we're going to see another pass play or they're going to break out another run play here and try to get the first down.
They've got John Perry, their quarterback, on the field. Timeout called by Steve Boyle. Howland takes their second. We'll take one with them. 49.2 left when we come back.
My guy keeps it 100. From this Falcons O. 3:15 to go in the half. Falcons backed up deep on 3rd and 15. Vaughn looking to pass. Sideline coverage. Going up. Coming down. Touchdown, Fitch. What a grab. Dominic Perry. Who else? The magician himself hauls down another magical catch. Gives Fitch their first lead of the ball game at 13-7. As finally, you say the definition of insanity is repeating the same process as expecting a different result. But that's a case of patience rather for the Falcons. They kept on trying the deep ball. It eventually panned out in that strike for Fitch as they take a lead 13-7 and make it 14-7 as the extra point attempt by Josiah Burneye is good. So now Boardman, big opportunity for the Spartans there. You're set to get the ball back. 3:08 to go.
G-men really need to pump one in here before half with having a 2-for-1 possession. And Geddes has Jesse Grace down here.
Drive so far. One has resulted in a touchdown.
Struthers Wildcats into the end zone.
How about that? 4th and 5 here for East. Blackman's going to drop back. He's going to go across the middle. Has Tyrus Davis picked off. Jaquise Liaison. He's going to reverse his field. Man, is he quick.
Yes, he
Touchdown Irish.
I'm going to say 38-yard touchdown return.
Wow. Jaquise Liaison. Man, did he have a quick burst.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Only a sophomore. Touchdown Irish. That's their second pick six of the night. The first one was by D.C. Farrell and called back. That was about 88 yards. This one from Liaison, what do you say, 38?
38 I had it. I could be off.
So now we're at 4th and 3 as we're under a minute to go here in the opening half. Been an exciting game so far. A couple big calls, turnovers on both sides, and we got a timeout here by the Warriors. Yeah, Brookfield calls timeout. So Warrior timeout, 39 seconds to go here in the opening half.
And Guido with the snap. He's standing at his own 10. The fake was to Jesse Samara, but the whistle blew as soon, and we've got an illegal procedure call against the Clips.
Looks like Samara was kind of quick there, leaning,
yeah. Yep.
There's only really one position on the field that can get away with the lean, and that's the quarterback.
Yeah. So now 1st and goal for the Clips from the 10 after the 5-yard penalty. And the Clips just jump right back into it again. Surjanovic, Clancy, and Buhite to the right. Breger to the left. Guido sending Samara out to the right where they play. They ran this play to the left side earlier. Now Samara has the ball at the 10, cuts inside to the 5, driven down at the 2, maybe the 1-yard line. Andrew Hendricks back in the game. I'm sorry, Andrew Hendricks was always in the game. That was Timmy Johnson back in the game, and Timmy making the tackle.
So now Columbiana with the 3rd and goal here. Going to have to assume you're going to get Guido with an option here to either pass the ball or put his head down and run. Maybe a quick little out here.
Yeah.
Can't tell who that is. Who's that in the slot up there?
Up high, that's Surjanovic. And Craig Witherow, late substitute coming in. I saw Cameron Clancy leave the field. Witherow takes Cam's spot. Guido saying, hey, Craig, let's go over here to the right. And they call a timeout as they were running out of time.
Smart call there by Coach Spade. Kind of late substitution. 4 seconds left, and Witherow still running cross field trying to get set.
Yeah, I saw Clancy come off, and I didn't see anybody instantly come off.
That's Deacon. So, again, completion there to Deacon. You got to run more than a 1-yard route there, boy. So 27 seconds to go here. 2nd and 9. G-men trail 21-7. This is a big possession for the G-men. Big possession for the Warriors as well if they're able to hold them. Bigger if the G-men can score. Geddes again, sprint out. He's got backside. He had people open to throw back.
In there is number 15, Josh Parsons, touchdown Skippers. So you got a minute left, and for the St. John Heralds, the way as much time as their offense takes, that's plenty.
Yep.
That is plenty. Now, what you do got to be ready for is 100. I'm telling you that that onside kick happened with such ease. That would be keeping me up at night if I'm a special teams coordinator.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine going into half 26-6?
Yeah, that's
20-6.
That's tough. That's real tough. Into kick is going to be number 4, James Godonsky.
Snap is back.
Good snap, lower, and he gets through the uprights for the extra point. 21-6 is the score here with 1:10. St. John's got to come out here and get that pass magic again.
4th and 5, 15 seconds to go. Gavin. So G-Men call timeout. 15 seconds to go. 4th and 5. We'll call it 4. $15 seconds to go. 4th and 4. Let's see. G-Men have come out of 2 timeouts with some really good play calls. Let's see what they can do here on this set. So 4th and 4. Again, don't need to score. Just got to get it inside the 10-yard line for a first down. G-Men trail 21-7 here in this half. Longest the G-Men have trailed in a long time. Been weeks, going all the way back to week 3 with JFK. So big 4th down here for both squads. Geddes has got the ball. Looks to sling it, and it's incomplete for Leo Dan Grandizio. So incomplete pass there. Turn the ball over on downs. And most likely the Warriors are going to take this to half. My guess, they're going to kneel this thing down. They're not going to take any chances. With 11 seconds to go at their own 14-yard line. So we'll see what the Warriors do here. They're going to go under center and take a kneel down, it looks like. And they're going to go to half.
So much of a direct kick here, and he's going to go across his body with a left-footed kicker. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Extends their lead to 13-0 after a 31-yard field goal by Yarish. And we'll go into the half
as they sit at the edge of the red zone. Boardman's 20-yard line, actually just inside of it. 56 seconds to go. Clock will start on the snap. Vaughn fakes it to Williams, looks to pass. Left side is open. Vaughn keeps it himself, goes with his feet as a flag comes in. This looks to go against the Falcons as no touchdown is called by that line judge, and that typically means it's going against you. And I think it's a hold on the far side of the field from Fitch. And yes, it is. This is going to back the Falcons up. 46 seconds is what the game clock reads. So this is going to back the Falcons up from the spot of the foul, mind you. So Fitch going to get backed up to about the 14-yard line. They still need 5 yards for the first. That's 2nd and 5. Penalty happened near the 5-yard line. Clock again to start on the snap. 2nd and 5 for Austintown. Vaughn rolling out. Oh, tipped at the line and batted away. Defense from Boardman again comes through big time. Taking a down away from the Falcons, forcing 3rd. Big man gets his hand up and swats it down. 42 seconds to go. Falcons, no doubt, in field goal range if they wanted to attempt one. 3rd and 5. Could be 4-down territory as well. You would likely expect if Fitch wants to go for it to try to get 6. Goes for the pass, quick pass, nice strike, and finds, still on his feet, into the end zone. Touchdown. As Cam Smith takes the catch near the 5, does the rest of the work. And
The Rebels. Maybe that wasn't holding. I'm not sure what the play was. Anyways, we are looking at a 1st and about 4, maybe 3.
.158 left remaining in the first half. The 1st and 3 is what they're officially saying. So ball on the 42-yard line.
Yeah, big Rebels blitz. Throws it up and targeting Brett Channel. Incomplete pass. Hit the dirt.
It's another penalty. Intentional grounding? Oh, no. That's unintentional.
Yeah, roughing the passer. I was trying to remember the terminology.
Okay.
Yeah, roughing the passer. I was like, bad hit, but
I'm like,
roughing the passer. That's the term on the defense. Yeah, I didn't see the hit on the quarterback. I was watching the ball, but I could tell that he was under heavy pressure from the Rebels. I believe it was Hunter Duvall who was chasing after him. And based off how the defense...
There's that. All right, here on the Audible Call, games hitting halftime. What we like to do, we like to show some of the bands. We'll still keep some action still late in the first half. We'll be back. We got lots of good games wrapping up. If the games are lopsided, we might not go back there, but you have your option to go to YSN Live. You can log in there. You can check out your games from that point. But we'll keep you updated on all the scores and everything. But right now, let's listen to the West Branch Warriors band.
If I was well, so I would have used my time out there.
Takes the snap, kicks off, and it's blocked by J.J. Klein. The ball bounces to the back towards the end zone. It's picked up by. Oh, the Tigers will get the ball at the 1 yard line. It's Hadley Tice with the block. Excuse me. He didn't even know he blocked it, I don't think.
He was
So
looking
the Tigers got the ball at the 1 yard line, 1:18 to go. Nice job by Tice. I think he's the only guy that rushed.
Yeah.
Big play there on special teams.
That's what they needed, was a big play like that.
Boy, I don't think anybody from Wellsville even knew the ball was out there. If it wasn't for Pete, I don't think anybody from Valley Christian knew either. So Pete's punt blocked by junior Hadley Tice. Pete brings it out to the 1 yard line. Tigers got the ball 1st and goal. Takes a snap, going to plow straight forward into the end zone.
Touchdown, Wellsville.
Touchdown, Tigers. We had a tie game here.
with a $500 cash charity account. Once again, thank you from the Austintown Alumni Association.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Boardman Local Schools proudly present the 2022 edition of the Boardman Sports Marching Band. Let's go back in time to the 1970s and Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. We feature the Spartan Silks and Sweethearts on Disco Inferno. Our favorite tune this season by far is this swing classic featuring everyone, including our 8th grade roadies. Here is Benny Goodman, Sing, Sing, Sing.
Yeah, roadies!
Some people like Star Trek, several prefer Star Wars. Some people just like singers and rappers from Trinidad. Straight from Nikki, here is Starships. Knock ahead, move your hips, get the hands up. We're playing your song. Here is Party in the USA. Again, they got that marching pride and collected by Billy Camilo. Here's the system guys, good people, Peter Weathering. Right round your guys, 15 minutes seconds. Just for Mark Jr. and a bit for the crowd. Oh, and look at the anniversary. This is Sabrina. Mr. Singh said he got you the best yet. A great night of G-Man football and the awesome marching pride. Yes, Congratulations. Happy anniversary, Mrs. C.
Okay, coming out of half here. One of the things we got a couple unofficial halftime stats. Total yardage, Brookfield with 206, G-Men with 176. Brookfield's run 25 plays. G-Men have run 30 plays. Passing yardage, Brookfield for 184 yards on 9 of 12. And the G-Men passing wise at 73 yards, 4 of 8. Rushing, little differences here. Christian Davis, leading rusher for Brookfield, 8 attempts for 28 yards. Leading rusher for the G-Men, Keegan Sell, 8 attempts for 54 yards. Jesse with 2 receptions for 49 yards. Leo.
And the Austintown tradition continues with the colorful presentation of the American flag as the band concludes with our national march, the Stars and Stripes Forever.
I've never been around
The Austintown Pitch Band would like to thank everyone for their continued support, and we wish the best of luck to Coach Parker and our Pitch Falcon football team in the second half. Go Falcons! Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our 50-50 drawing.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens. On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
On the road right
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers. From sales to financing and even service, we'll help build your perfect vehicle
and lock in your trade value
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing, regardless of your situation or credit history.
No worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team
We'll get you back on the road. No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the four words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn. Hi, this is Steve Bracetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
As well, but he is not as accurate as Eliza Hurst, but definitely has the stronger leg. But Eliza Hurst tries. The field goal comes up just a little bit short. as she is unable to put the Warriors up by 2 scores. So still remains a 7-point game, and that is a win for the Carrollton defense. They're going to hand this one off. Holstrom going to try and break free. Not able to get much. Nice tackle there by number 56. That is Mitch Coffey. As my partner Chuck likes to say, Mitch extra large coffee. But in all seriousness, Mitch Coffey means so much to this West Branch team. And, he's just done a great job, not only this year, but throughout his West Branch career. And he's enjoying his last season. Nice run up the middle. So give it to the fullback there. That's Brock Smith. Trent Striefler in there on the tackle. So West Branch not only has productive players, they also produce college athletes as well, a number of West Branch players. And the line continues to push forward. That's going to be enough. But as I was saying, a lot of West Branch guys from last year's team and past year's teams now playing in college. Nick Wilson at Washington and Jefferson playing for the Presidents. Stephen Marr now at Ashland University. So a lot of different guys. You got some guys playing at Mount Union.
So just sat on that slant route. Good job there by Vinny reading the quarterback. And that's exactly what the G-men needed. A turnover to start the half, pick 6, and get themselves right back in this game. So huge turn of events here for the G-men. And Bittens' extra point is up and good, and we've got a new game here. G-men now trail 21-14, 9:56 to go here in the third quarter.
Testing a few things. Audio. Blow out your ear.
Yards for 19. Now set up on the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Hand it off to Easton again. And Easton will try to shed a few tackles again. And he gets down at the 48, the opposing 48.
Number 19.
And trying to plead his case on the ground. I believe it was.
Here comes a 2nd down and 11. Colton Rourke going under center yet again. Colton Rourke now, he's actually going to throw. He's going to take a deep shot here for Shonnell Gardner. Shonnell Gardner wants a pass interference. Much to the chagrin, they're not going to get it. Shonnell Gardner is trying to fight off some good coverage there by Milton, but a huge 3rd down now coming up. A minute 43 to go, and once again, the long bomb to Gardner fails. It failed in the first half, and it fails here with some good defense. Looks like some defensive coverage by Joey Zayas. 3rd down coming up here for Springfield. Obvious passing down, 3rd and long here. But here comes Colton Rourke back to throw. Colton Rourke trying to find a man. And he's got a deep shot. It is caught. And he is goal line. Number 25, Dylan Shealy for a 64-yard touchdown reception. And Springfield just putting the heat here on Jackson Milton to end this third quarter. But the kind of play that Springfield needs at just the right time. As the lead is now brought up to 26-0. And he was confident, connecting with Dalen Sheely.
Warren off to his left. Wilcox is going to keep himself looking to go right up the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and he's all the way down to about the 4-yard line. So Wilcox picks up 9, calling his own number that time. Hubbard will have it first and goal, and we'll see if they stick with the Wildcat look. 2 touchdowns on 2 trips to the red zone. Hubbard, a perfect 100% in the gold. Some people call it the red zone. Some call it the gold zone, the money zone, whatever you want to call it. Hubbard's been very good in it tonight. They're going to line up Hendricks and the Wildcat once more. And it looks like the center went to snap the ball, but he didn't let it go. That's one I haven't seen before.
It's a little strange.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen centers, snap the ball before they were supposed to, offsides, penalties like that, but never try one. I mean, it's in the shotgun. There's no doubt about that. He knows it. Throw it back without ever releasing it. That's a new one for me. So a bad mistake there on first and goal. It's going to move the ball back to the 9-yard line. And we'll see what Hendricks runs in. Probably going to, yes, looks like they're going to abandon the Wildcat for now. But they are going to line up Wilcox in the backfield with Hendricks. He takes a step up and to the right. He's going to step up. Hendricks just going to throw this one towards the end zone and out of bounds. Good decision to get that one away. David, you could see it.
Reception of the day as he puts this up for first and 10, 11-yard line, so they can still get another first down in this drive. That always helps when you can push this down to the 1 and then you get the opportunity to get that new set of chains. It really helps a running team like this to be able to have that first down as a possibility inside of this part of the field. Grzyb going to hand this off. Carter right up the middle, and he's in the end zone. So on the first drive for the Wildcats in the second half, they march down the field on a 50-yard touchdown.
3-step drop, looking over the middle. That one's almost picked off, and it looks like now the ball's going to pop in and out.
Comes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Emil Austin. He's got space, and he's breaking tackles on his way to the end zone.
He did left last time. We'll see what he's got this time around. Grzyb lines it up. No, it's a fake. Rolling right side. And this is going to be lofted to the back corner of the end zone. Intercepted. And the play dead at the high school level as soon as it leaves the hands of Struthers. So the play does not work out as Lucas Patty takes this off one knee, rolls out of the right side, was trying to find Alec Grzyb off to the right, but the play taken away by a strong Struthers defense. And for the second time today, Struthers does not.
I see you squinting so bad. My goodness.
I feel like my eyesight is only getting worse, too.
That's not what you want to hear.
Old
You're
age.
18. You're 18.
Old age.
Hendricks going to look to move in the 2 receivers that are going to have to get set. Play clock's down to 7. We'll take the snap. He's looking. He wants to step up in the pocket. And the ball is loose. Ball's on the ground, and it looks like Hubbard's going to be able to recover. Penalty flag was down, but I believe they're going to wave that off. Just threw the wrong marker out. Loss of 6 there on the strip sack. Luckily for Hubbard, they're able to fall on top of it. That was number 66, Nick Scatillo. And after the sack, it looks like they're going to send out the field goal kicker and Caleb McKay. This one's going to be a 32-yard field goal. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think we've tried from this distance before, and McKay has been unable to make a field goal from this distance yet this season.
No, you're absolutely correct on that one. I'm a little worried as to how this is going to go.
Already 1 extra point blocked. Good snap. Good hold. McKay, the kick is up, and he puts it through.
Just barely, but, I mean, hey, he did it. That's all that matters.
Caleb McKay able to find the uprights from 32 yards out. Hubbard takes a 2-possession lead. Your score, the Eagles 16, Red Dragons 7. We'll be right back.
Locally owned and operated.
Willie Torres, his sidecar in the backfield with him off to his left hip. Looking screen pass, finds Robinson on the strike. Far side of the field, Robinson looks to get about half the yardage needed for the Spartans. Second down coming up now for Boardman.
Has not been able to get a whole lot of pressure on DeShields and try and make him use his feet. So really, DeShields hasn't had to run at all tonight. DeShields now, they finally get a little bit of pressure. DeShields is just going to throw this one away. Good pursuit there by Carrollton. And good coverage there. So 3rd down and 5. Once again, Carrollton an opportunity.
Open area to get into the end zone, but positive yardage nevertheless. Gain of about 4 yards.
And Andrew Todd has come into the game.
Andrew Todd now in a wishbone formation. Hands the ball off to Natoli. Natoli pushes forward, and he's get enough there. It's going to be short 1 yard around the 1 yard line. Brings up 3rd and goal. I thought when he extended the ball, he might have had a chance to get that touchdown, but they're going to say he
pick up this first down here. Carrollton trying to get a stop. And there's a man wide open. And I don't think Mardick.
Same thing for the Bulldogs. It's going to be a wishbone once more. Hands the ball off once again.
Touchdown.
And it goes into the end zone for their first score of the game. Cole Fulton gets a touchdown for the Bulldogs. And there might be everybody seems to be okay, just slow to get up.
And that was a much needed.
Nice pitch and catch there. Throw from DeShields. And now all of a sudden, Branch can score here. The pressure is now all of a sudden on Carrollton. On a nice play.
And that's 8 yards in total to nearly 40 yards extra on the last 2 plays alone. So now they're going to line up inside of the red zone here. And Palmer on the carry into the end zone. Touchdown for Girard. And just like that, folks, we are tied as the first 2 drives of the first half result in touchdowns for either team. Now here comes the extra point unit for Girard.
Shields is going to throw. He's going to be pressured. He's going to have to run. He's going to throw, and it's incomplete. And if you're Carrollton, that's what you want to do. DeShields is not 100%. Try and make him run, scramble around, and try and, Drew DeShields is great at improvising, but you have a better chance to maybe get a sack here than you normally would against DeShields. 3rd down and 12 here. West Branch, good protection here. DeShields now nowhere to go. He's going to run. No, he's going to throw. He's got a man wide open, and it's a touchdown, Anthony Perry. Wow. Drew DeShields improvising, scrambling around, and finds Anthony Perry wide open.
Downfield.
An eligible man downfield will be declined by the G-men. Bringing up a 2nd down and 20 for Brookfield.
So 2nd and 20 there. We'll take the yardage. A quick pass there to number 9 who drops it. So good for the G-men. Again, seem to be a little disjointed right now. G-men have definitely gotten their heads. 3rd and 20 now.
That brings up a 3rd down and 20 for the Warriors.
So 3rd and 20. Again, looked like the Warriors had momentum on that intercepted screen pass. Started at the 31-yard line, went back-to-back false starts, and then on their next down had an ineligible man downfield. They had to throw the ball away. And Pulaski again is going to just chuck the ball into the stands. So
Fitch missing Brian Robinson, elite defensive end for Fitch. And Duhar Again on the pass, wide open with the catch. Torres, open field in front of him. He takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. What a design play. What execution from Andujar Torres, making this a one-score game. Extra point attempt.
Champions players leaving.
No.
So they are on the field the whole time. So this is just exhausting for them. The constant, the play, the
hurry up offense this Rebels team is running right now. Flag thrown.
Flag.
False start in the Rebels. That's what that's going to be. So bring them back 5. Or offsides, rather, on the false start. And gives the ball to Batura, who bounces it outside, rounding the edge. Gets about 10 yards on the play there. A little less. Looking at a 2nd and 7 now.
The 9:45 left on the clock. He must have run out of bounds. 2nd and 6. Rebels up by 7. Getting ready to go in for an early score again.
Tura gets the handoff again, driving his shoulder and plowing forward. Enough for a first down. Number 64 for the Rebels. I believe that's Hunter Duvall, slow to get up.
It looked like that's enough for a first down, and
It's definitely enough for a first down.
1st and goal from the 7 for the Rebels.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much it's worth mentioning, but Hunter Duvall does look like he's hurting a bit, but he is one of the toughest players on this football team for the Rebels. And
another handoff to Batura.
Close to the end zone, not quite enough to get in. It's going to be a few yards short. 2nd and goal from the 5. Looks like they're marking it. 4.5 maybe, but 2nd and goal from about.
Hey, that is back in the day. Great house in the shotgun. Kuntz to his left. It's 3rd and 6 here at the Valley Christian 32. Takes a snap, drops back, looking. He's got pressure in his face. He's going to go deep. He's got a man. He got Watkins open. Touchdown. He makes a catch, and he's in the end zone.
Touchdown, Will.
Touchdown, Tigers take the lead.
6:42 left in the 3rd.
Almost the other direction, but a touchdown. Just out of the reach of Jacob Russell. And Lowville is starting to pull away here in Mineral Ridge.
Rebels taking their time getting the play from Coach Q. I'm expecting a screen pass here, but we will see what they call. And Kirkland Miller rolling out right, throws it up to Dominic Yerke, number 4 on the.
Live look in here on the Audible Call. Crestview just adds another touchdown to go up 2 scores on Champion. Lowville has tacked on their 3rd touchdown of the game. They lead Mineral Ridge 21-0. Springfield all over Jackson Milton tonight, 33-0. Rurik to Sheehy again, 43-yard touchdown. South Range 59-6. Tristan Toy with a touchdown. Hubbard, 23-7 over Niles. Cheney has taken the lead against Harding, but they missed the extra point. And there's Austintown Fitch. The Falcons answer Boardman's touchdown with their own long score. So with 3:30 left to go in the 3rd quarter, the Falcons back up by 2 scores on Boardman. Let's take it out to Austintown Fitch and listen to Ty Bartell.
Rushing yards now on the day for Williams. And that's a pair of touchdowns for the junior running back here in Austintown. Boardman uses 6 minutes to score a touchdown against Austintown here in the third quarter. Austintown.
Middle Ridge takes over 1st and 10. And, I don't want to say this too early, but it feels like a must-score here. It's a must-score here.
But they bring Beatty back in at quarterback, and maybe they're just going to do a QB sneak,
They're
push
just
to
gonna-
pile. And that's what they do. Beatty, nope, he's going to be short.
I think he got a yard, though.
Anthony Burt's a big kid.
He's large.
He's the one that was at quarterback that last time he took that direct snap in.
You could hear an Oak Glen fan just asking to do the same play. But the Potters should substitute number 72, Timmy Russell, out there. He's a machine. You're going to have a tough time.
Tell you what, this would be a big win for the Potters. We can get a stop, 4th and goal. Bunch formation for the Bears.
He could go over the top.
Oh, I don't think he got it.
I don't think he got it.
Yes, he did.
He did.
Yep, they did.
Some
The far
commotion there.
far side official, he gave it to him. Wait a minute.
Tommy, we just don't have a good angle to see it.
Glenn Purdue is going to call a touchdown.
2nd and 4, Rams. Middle Ridge electing that hurry-up offense. And it's something that we've seen a lot from Middle Ridge. It's covered all of their games so far this season. We've seen a lot of hurry-up offense, but at the beginning of this game, we went with a lot of that stack eye, which works, but to an extent. The handoff up the middle to Herb again. Lowville starting to realize what's going on here.
First down. Comes up a little bit short. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1 for Lowville. Excuse me, for Middle Ridge. The run up the middle. Herb
picks up the first down. It'll be 1st down, Rams.
1st down, Middle Ridge, 9:37 remaining here in the ball game. The Rams got to move at a little bit quicker of speed here. Only having 2 timeouts to work with here. Valley takes the snap. Looking to pass. Green pass to one. Gorman moving downhill.
It's going to be a high snap, and Jet will take it himself, and he has nowhere to go. Huge tackle.
Second down and 4 for Middle Ridge. Hurry up offense stays the same. He's crossing under the 9-minute mark here. The motion man is Gorman. Valley takes the snap. Hand off to Herb. Herb bouncing it to the outside. Big hit right there from number 13 of the Lobo Rockets. That is Brandon Essenwine, the junior 5'7", 120-pound outside linebacker, defensive back. Smaller guy as far as size goes, with a big hit applied there to Herb. He'll get another chance here as well. Stopped by the big lineman, number 68 in the middle there. Vinny Perry.
He's going to throw. He's got a man wide open, and it's caught.
Second down and 8:22 remaining in the ballgame. Starting to get out of reach here, down 21. Valley looking up pass. He's got his man on the outside. That's Valentrino, and he's got a little bit more room to go. Valentrino cuts it up the outside, and number 20 is there to make the stop.
Number 9 for the Rams.
Stop.
Picks up a Rams first down.
We're going to need a lot more of that. And quick.
First down, Rams.
Jets, and bursts his way forward for the first. Oh, nice handoff. Torres stays on his feet. Grown man strength. First down, Boardman.
The handoff up the middle, not going anywhere. Ian Herb maybe gains one. If that.
No gain on the play.
will officially
Davis, he's not getting much on that one either. So Davis.
immediately. A lot this evening, but that changes when we get into the red zone here, as I know from calling these games. Valley is going to have to make something happen on the ground. Oh, and he handshakes right there. That does not feel good. And Valley
picks up 5 yards.
Valley is down, and we'll go ahead.
So minute 5 to go here. 3rd and 16. Again, the Warriors have been their own worst enemy on these 2 drives that they've had. And jump up and throw the ball, and it's going to be caught.
Thank you. We have a really good senior class that's going to graduate. Next week is senior night, so come on out and support your Bombers.
Yeah, don't forget it starts at 6.
6. Matthews again with this. Wow, that was like a Ethan Pettick on a touchdown run. He kind of faked the sneak, not faked it. He went slow, and then boom, he hit it to the right-hand side and scored a touchdown.
Is this where the wheels start to come off?
No, it's too early for the wheels to come off.
No.
Only down 2 scores in this type of game where we put up a 70-yard pass touchdown. I think we
can score.
Yes, we can score, and I think this drive is going to be very important coming up.
Yes.
But yeah, up 2 scores. Matthews is feeling good. The kick is up, and the kick is good. That make it 28-14.
With 9:48 to go in the 3rd. Wyndham 14, Matthews 28.
21 News.
Okay, so the Warriors from where to on the G-men turnover on downs and take advantage of the short field and now lead 28-14. So the G-men need a big return here. Need something to get them going here. Again, the momentum is definitely gone. So Saloom's kick short, and it's going to kick out of bounds. And the G-men will take.
Welcome back to YSN Live. I'm Jake Silac. The new quarterback in for the Rams is Ian Erd, a former running back transferred to quarterback after Valley is injured. So Rohrman takes up the middle. Look at this, Rohrman! Middle red play with a little bit of fire now. Touchdown Rams, but they still got a lot of work to do if they're going to get back into this ball game.
First play for them, a 10-yard scamper.
6-21 is our score pending the extra point. From number 22.
Andujar keeps it himself. Andujar rushes in for the touchdown. As Thomas Andujar, with 17 seconds, splits the defense and a chance to make this a 1-possession game yet again. Do you go for the extra point attempt or the 2 in this situation? Patient is the question to be asked for the Spartans. And it all comes down to, do you trust your kicker in this situation? Do you trust your offense to go for it? Some coaches like to go for it early and like to know what's ahead of them towards the end of the game, but they will try to make it a one-possession game rate here with a kick attempt from Congson. Congson that time splits the uprights. He's 2 for 3 and extra points today, and it's back to an 8-point game as Boardman ysnlive.com.
Malone treks onto the field with his offense. 21-7 our score. Late fourth quarter. Malone in the gun. A stacked trips on the bottom of your screen. A big blitz up the middle. Oh my goodness, they got to him fast. A loss of about 7, 8 yards.
And around to the Fanso that time to Fanso. Oh, nowhere to go. Immediately brought down. Really nowhere to go. That time was immediately brought down. Kugler came in on the tackle. And a few other Vikings come in there as well. Going to bring up a 4th down coming up here. Yeah, so 4th down coming up. Under 2 minutes left to go. McDonald going to probably be coming away with their 3rd win this season for Division 7. Big win against a Division 6 opponent in Waterloo. Saving their season on the line as well. Two receivers on both sides. And we do have a timeout by the looks of it. And McDonald is, in fact, going to be taking another timeout with 1:34 left to go. So a couple score updates around the area. How about South Range right now? What are they doing? Well, South Range, tough Division 5 opponent. Another one of the favorites to make a run in the playoffs, up 66-6. How about interception by Harding right now? That game really close. How about, though, Budak the Coot 7-yard touchdown over here. Niles trying to cut back over here with 4 seconds left to go in the 3rd. Right now down by 10, 23-13 against Hubbard. Springfield with the final. They win 33-7. And now Harding up against Cheney after 8-yard touchdown run by Dallas Chet.
Boston Town Spartans trail the Falcons by a score as Fitch continues their offensive.
This year, Howard out there. He will look to throw the football on 4th down. Rush is there, but this is a screen pass to Grzib. Slips off a couple tackles. He's got the 1st down, and he has the touchdown as Grzib falls in on a 23-yard touchdown basically run. It comes off the screen, and Struthers retakes the lead 26-21 over the Girard Indians. And what might be the NE8 game of the day, as no score is going back and forth like this one has. South Range up 66-6 over Lakeview. Hubbard and Niles in a 10-point ball game over there.
Hozo, and it's going to be a score for Ambrose Hozo. 5-yard touchdown run for Ambrose, as that will make it 40-8.
With a 2-point conversion, no good, and it's a 5-point game in Struthers.
We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of.
Here we go. 1st and 10, 1:34 left to go. Direct snap. Still pushing the pile. And it's going to be brought down. Now look at Ben Van Geg right there again, the tackle. And they're just going to run it out. And Waterloo, they know their season has come to an end by the looks of it. One more game, nothing to lose next week. But the playoff hopes of making it Division 6 have went up in smoke after this. They needed the win, remember? Last week they needed to also win. Well, they needed the win. Last week was big. They didn't. They needed to win tonight. And by looks, that's not going to happen. Haken, long ball. And that pass is picked off by the looks of it. Yes, it is. And that time, that was in fact Jordan Perry, the freshman.
Keeps the ball himself. He's going to be tackled right around the 12-yard line. It's going to make it 3rd and goal. Under 8 minutes to play in tonight's game.
And this is where it comes down to the wire.
Vinny, what do you do here from 12 yards out, 3rd and goal? Do you go back to passing here now?
Yes, I would go back to passing. I mean,
They already switched out of the formation that's been giving them some of the extra yardage that they've been accustomed to.
and hopefully their Coach Hannah of Jefferson can see that Poland is reading their running formations.
Both
and I would
teams
try their pass.
with all their timeouts. Bunch set to the left. Shotgun formation for Hitchcock. Hitchcock rolls to his right. Looking downfield. Going to get pressured. Evades a man. The ball comes loose. And it looks like it's going to stay with Jefferson right around the 4-yard line. That's actually right around the 3.
And will they try the field goal? If it's 4th down and 3, well, they're probably going to go for it.
I'm not sure about that,
nope.
Vinny.
They have the lead. I mean, a mistake.
4th and goal at the 3-yard line. I would assume, and they will stay in the game. And we'll see a timeout come in. 3 seconds on the play clock for Coach Hannah and the offense. So they'll have to burn one of those timeouts. They'll have 2 left, but we'll come back after a quick word. Getting exciting here. We'll hear from the Purple Cat and some of the other.
Jimmy Sullivan here, director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support.
On to the Spartans score with another score of their own. They do mark them inside the 20 at the 18. $9:16 left to go here in quarter number 4. As Vaughn slipped that first tackle, split the second one, lost the ball as the fumble, though, goes out of bounds as the Falcons breathe a sigh of relief as the Spartans almost got the key turnover they were looking for. It does bring up 2nd down, however, as Fitch is stopped near the 15, only a gain of 3. Great job by the Spartans. Knocked the ball loose, put it in the head of Fitch. Spartans defense has been playing great all night. This handoff, they go back to that man. 2nd time, he'll get the carry tonight in Underwood. As Jay Allen Underwood takes the carry but gets stopped up shy of the 1st yet again. Falcon
room. He'll go into the end zone. It's a touchdown for Hitchcock.
9 minutes left in the ball game. Garland Warren step out in front of Hendricks. We'll see if he keeps it himself or it'll be a give to Wilcox. Looks like it's a broken play. Hendricks keeps it himself. He's able to put the shoulder down and get maybe a gain of 2 there on 1st down. Looked like they wanted to run the jet sweep there that time, David.
I mean, for a broken play,
not bad.
Yeah, a small gain.
Could have been a lot worse.
I was about to say, they could have lost yards, which is not what you want to see right now.
There has been Hubbard teams in the past, though, that broken plays were almost deadly for
as well, but playoffs are not now. This is now, and right now we got one heck of a game as I've been Matt Morrison here on this exciting call. But here we go. Jones back there with a couple extra defenders. It's going to be a handoff, and man, he's almost stopped immediately. Huge tackle by Harding. Looks like number 58 Alexander in there on the tackle.
Here on the Falcons offense, that is the second time in the last 3 weeks, third time, excuse me.
Was on the carry. Here we go. We'll do it again. 2nd down and 3. It's going to be a low snap. Jones taking off. He's got one man to beat, and he gets in for the touchdown. Cowboys regain the lead.
Out to the 20. Big opportunity. Boardman down by 8, needing a score and a 2-point to tie. Open field to run. Still on his feet. Tackled down past the 35. Nice carry. Phil Clark that time with it. Stop the clock for a second. Move the chains. We're back on. Spartans 7.5 and ticking. Trail by 8. Robinson moves into motion. Faking the handoff to Robinson. Andujar slips past him.
Hendricks going to keep it again, trying to get around the edge, and it's just a small gain there on 1st down. Good job of reading the
Back deep, number 10.
Fumbles or snaps off. Get him! He's in the backfield. He slips out. Pete's going to keep it himself, and he's taken down at the 40-yard line. It's going to be Tigers' ball.
Number 1.
I can't believe he just did that.
Wow.
We got a man down. We got a man down. Tigers hold. What a huge play. Almost blocked the punt again. But
when we were in the other one.
Final score, South Range 66, Lakeview 6. West Branch currently on top of Carrollton 42-14. Valley Christian in Wellsville, it's 18-12. I think Valley's up. Can't tell from that score. Struthers on top of Girard 26-21, but the Indians are driving. Cheney over Harding 21-14 with 7:08 left in the ball game. Looks like Wellsville is on top of Valley Christian 18-12. Boy, how about that? That's a shocker, David. Valley Christian undefeated 8-0. Didn't think anyone was going to be able to stop them, but Wellsville putting up a heck of a fight.
I'm sure that is a very entertaining game.
Well said. 7 minutes left. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Hendricks moves Wilcox across. He's going to keep it himself again, looking to go up the middle, but able to at least get a hand on him there. The linebacker, Landon Turner. So Turner making that play in the hole. And I tell you what, if he doesn't get a hand
they
on
can get right up there to the line. And this will be a give. Sanchez right up the middle, and he will go down inside the 15. So Struthers getting another big carry, wearing that Girard defense out. And they're finding that recipe even more and more right up the middle. These 6-7 yard carries. It forces the linebackers off the edge, forces them back to the top of this 3-4 defense, and it allows holes like you saw Grizib to bounce on the outside. So Sanchez into the backfield with him again. He will keep it again, and now he's in the end zone as Sanchez going to score again here for the Wildcats. And now Struthers with a 32-21 lead here in a Wildcat Stadium. And these Wildcat fans are getting loud beneath me here tonight. Looking down at them, and I'm hearing the cowbells ringing as the Wildcats now 9.5 minutes and 11 points away from a 4-game win streak.
in the gun, takes the snap. He's looking, he wants the wheel route. He's got McConaughey, but just overthrows him. Pass falls incomplete. And the Eagles turn it over on downs. So the incomplete pass Hubbard will turn the ball over with 6:02 remaining. And David, I don't know if you know this, Hubbard hasn't scored at least 30 points all season long.
I was going to say the last time I remember them scoring 30 points or more was maybe last season, right?
Yeah, they averaged 38 points per game last year.
I mean, they were an unstoppable juggernaut last year. This season, a little different.
5-3. It's been a gritty season so far for the Eagles. Need a win here tonight to try and secure a playoff spot. Budak looking for the screen to Gardner, and Gardner dropped it.
Hey, a safety even gets you to 8.
Yeah.
And you get the ball. So, yeah, the defense here, I echo the words you hear from our wise announcer here. Can't let anybody get behind you for a deep play. I seen the Bills play the Steelers this Sunday, and what happened?
That's just the Steelers.
So he takes a snap. He's hold the ball. He throws it way too high there. Incomplete. Pressure on him. Second down.
Number 1's pass intended for number 3, falls incomplete.
So that'll be second down now and 10 from the 2. 5:30 and counting. 5:33 to go, and not counting actually.
10 for the Eagles.
Second and 10 for the Eagles here. Let's see what the Eagles draw up. Tigers really got to clamp down here, especially these corners in the secondary. Kersey's shifting to the right here. There's 3 wide. It takes a snap. He's off to his left looking. He fires it deep. He just heaves it up. It's up there, and it's, oh, my goodness, it was caught. Oh, there was 2 Tigers there, too.
That was a prayer that got
He just threw a prayer up. That's all that was a prayer. There was 2 Tigers there. He's rolling. He's telling to keep the clock running. There was 2 Tigers there.
5:19 and counting.
Yeah, the Tigers were there. I don't know.
First down at the 37.
But, hey, you got to clamp down now. In the shotgun, 2 wide on each side. Takes a snap, pulls it off, rolls off to his left. He's going to pull it down himself. He's caught from behind, taken down immediately there by J.J. Klein. Big tackle.
Number 8, John Trell Mixon on a carry.
Mixon had a good game at Southern Local.
J.J. Klein.
I believe he had the 2 touchdowns there late. So they would have given them the win, at least one of them.
Gain of 2 on the play brings up.
So second down and 8 now. 4:45 to go and counting. So 2 wide on each side. Mixon and Pete in the backfield. Mixon taking the snaps at quarterback. Takes a snap, rolls off to his left, looking, keeps it, pulls it down. He fires it up over the middle. He's got a man, and it's might be caught by Pete there. I'm not sure. He stopped right at
first down.
Right at the first down marker.
Number 8, John Trell Mixon.
So he did find it.
Number 1,
Jordan Pete was the recipient of that catch. And we got another Wellsville guy down now.
Gerard last week, he had a lot of nails in that coffin. Hendricks, touch pass here to Wilcox. He cuts it up inside. Benny Wilcox makes a man miss. Cuts it back towards the middle of the field. Wilcox, and he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A 33-yard reception for Benny Wilcox. That's going to help out the passing yards. And Wilcox gets it in the goal-to-go situation. .523 left here in the ball game. Hendricks will line up in the shotgun. He's got Warren off to his left. We'll see if they just try to give it to Warren going right up the middle. The big bruising Hubbard back. No, Hendricks tries to keep it himself, but a low snap, and he's just going to have to fall on it. That was a designed keeper all the way, but the snap a little low.
Wide open. Foot race in the end zone. Number 5 for Dominic Yerke.
5th touchdown for the Rebels and 5th touchdown for Dominic Yerke this evening.
What a day Yerke has had. 5
block all the way down before snapping it. Warren's a step out and to the right here of Hendricks. So Hendricks is going to bring across McConaughey. It's another touch pass for him. McConaughey getting around the edge. A flag is going to be down, so this one's going to come back if they accept the penalty. Looks like they got Warren on a hold, trying to lead block that time for McConaughey.
Hubbard once again suffering from their constant penalties. Not so much this game. We haven't seen a lot on Hubbard this game, but
last 2 games really have been pretty good for Hubbard.
But the previous games during early on in the season at least, they really struggled with the penalties here, and I mean, this is what I mean by that. A huge loss.
And that hold's going to send them way back. It'll still be 2nd and goal. Clock's
Flag on the play.
So let's see. Officials are in a conference now.
No flag.
No, they're going to wave this flag off.
Yeah,
So whatever they saw, they talked about it, not going to have it.
They will wave the flag off.
So 3:03 now and counting. Second down and 4.
And 4 for the Eagles.
3:03 and counting. Mixing in the shotgun, 3 wide, 2 is left, 1 to his right. Takes a snap, and we got a flag on the play. He's going to heave it deep. He's got a guy out there.
He drops in the gun. Warren off to his right. He takes the snap, throws it short to Warren on a little wheel route, and Warren pulls it down. He's across the 15. Slips another man. Garland Warren into the end zone. 27 yards out, and that's the final nail in the Niles Red Dragon coffin.
It sure looked like there was something about a false start. Should have stopped the play then. False start stops the play, right?
Those illegal formations, the same call.
Wow, yeah. So that one's actually going to be on Valley. I could have swore I saw a Wellsville defender come across the line.
In for the Spartans. Fitch looking to put up a game-sealing score. Cam Smith going to use all of that play clock once again before the snap and handoff. Not much running room up the middle. Plenty on the sideline, though, as Williams repurposes his momentum to get another first. First and goal, Austintown. Stop the clock, though, at 3:01. As Fitch, a tick over 3 minutes to play as the Spartans risk dropping this one. If they fall behind 2 possessions, would put them behind the 8 ball. They would need to score rather quickly then in the ensuing possessions. On the bright side.
Mixing in the shotgun, 2 wide to his left. Takes a snap. He's going to keep it, pull it down south. He's off to his left. Makes a move, makes a guy miss. He's out to a first down.
First down.
First down to about the 14-yard line. So they're driving 2:27 and counting to go. And they're going to – well, they stopped the clock here.
Got to move the chains.
First and 10.
So it's 1st and 10 now. He did get enough for a first.
On the 14-yard line, 2:27 left. Walls was up 18-12. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts remaining, too.
Yep. So let's see what Mixon does here. I'd be surprised if he throws the ball again. Takes a snap. Oh.
Timeout, Wellsville.
Timeout, Wellsville. Tigers take a timeout.
Tigers.
2:26 to go. Wellsville up by a touchdown, but Valley Christian driving to try to take the lead. Will be.
Over the past 30 years, the Wellsville Alumni Association has awarded nearly $1 million in college scholarships to 3.
Past the 35, another first down for the junior running back. This game is it's going really well. And
it's 2nd and 3 at the Baldy 31-yard line. Cole Fulton, shotgun formation, gets a snap, running with it, running towards the right side, still on his feet, goes out of bounds with a minimal gain here. It could be close to the first down marker near the 20-yard line. But still continues to stay. The clock is stopped, 5 minutes, 45 seconds. And it looks like it'll be 3rd and 3. So you got some opportunities here in this next drive. A couple different running play looks. Paul Greco back there with Cole Fulton in shotgun formation. One wide receiver each side. Fulton gets a snap, runs, and he's tackled by Funtash. Funtash,
Hat trick. 3 touchdowns on the day for number 42.
Mixon in the shotgun, takes a snap, pulls it down himself again. He's going to run it again. He's tripped up, taken down.
About with the 7-yard line.
Yeah, we get another Wellsville player down.
Number 8, John Trell Mixon on the carry, tackled in there by number 15.
And
Gavin Koontz.
it's going to stop the clock again. Every time a Wellsville player goes down, they're stopping the clock here. So, I mean, that's given Valley Christian exactly what they need, some time to talk about things. It looks like there was a gain of about 6 or 7 there. About 6, it looks like. Be 2nd down and 4.
Brennan O'Brien snapping there, or correction. From 55 yards. Good snap. The kick is warning track power short. And 2 seconds left. The Leopards will take over at their own 20-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, great plant foot, drove through the ball, gave it everything he had, just literally probably a yard or 2 short there, and had the Leopard faithful and everybody in this crowd really holding their breath as that ball was in the air.
So Lewis will take over. Pride.
From the 11 with Mixon out of the game, his helmet come off. He has to come out. So big play there. That's the 3rd fumble in the second half. The Valley Christians recovered. They've really got lucky on those. So now it looks like Pete's in the shotgun, takes a snap. He hands it off to Lindsey. He makes a move. He makes a guy miss, and he gets all the way down to the goal line there. Boy, that's exactly what Wellsville did not need to happen. You got to make the tackle.
Number 0.
Lindsey with the carry. So they're down to the goal line with 1:26 to go.
Down and goal for the Eagles.
2. Mixon probably come in and take it right up the middle.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can't let this clock. I mean, Wellsville needs. There's a flag now. What are they calling the flag on?
Is there 12 men in the huddle?
I'm not sure what they're going to call here. I mean, boy, Wellsville imploding a little bit. We got a player coming out.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
So that's a half, half of distance to the goal. So they're right in front of the goal line here.
1st and a goal for the Eagles.
1:16 and counting. Mixon takes the snap, and he just walks in the end zone there. No way. Fumble?
Is that a fumble?
No, they called a touchdown. So that's going to be touchdown. They called a touchdown already. Yeah, I see the referee put his hands up. But wait, the referee pointing the other direction. We got one calling touchdown, 1 point in the other direction. Let's see. He had one call on touchdown, 1 point in the other direction. I don't know. Looks like they're going to give him the touchdown, though. So that ties the score up at 18 now. Neither team's have been able to get into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. I mean, you going to try the kick here, Jason? I mean, the kicker.
Yeah, the kicker was. We thought he made the first one.
Yeah. It went so high, it looked like it went down the middle and was off to the right.
Wow, you got that Mixon. He's big.
Yeah, I mean, he's big. Wellsville defense really got to come up big now. They got to do something here. Got to stop Mixon. The big guy's in the shotgun. Takes the snap, and another one gets by him. He's all the way back to the 15. He picks the ball up. He's off to the right, to the 10. And he's taken down. It's no good. Big play.
Wow. Great drive by Valley Christian. Pinned deep in their own territory.
Started at the 1, 99 yards for a touchdown. They tie it, but they can't get the 2-point conversion. This is a great ball game. Wellsville and Valley Christian tied at 18 late in the fourth quarter. This one going right down to the wire here on YSN. The Audible Call brought to you by the WRS Wealth Advisors. They're with us each and every week. They're our primary sponsor here. Second year in running for the WRS Wealth Advisors. From there, we head out to Bulldog territory, Poland, trying to mount something against Jefferson. They're down late in the fourth quarter. Let's listen to Anthony Malone.
It's close, that last play there.
Mm-hmm.
But to no avail, the ball now at the 12-yard line, 1st and 10.
Looked like he had it, but went down. The ball probably hit the ground.
So the Falcons, with the same formation that we've seen, kind of that bunch set, the stacked eye to the left, ball will be handed off to Funtash. Funtash trying to find some running who gets past the 20. Interestingly enough, I think he might have been out of bounds, which stops the clock, but it will be enough for a first down. And Gentile with another tackle.
Back remains to be seen what injuries he's dealing with. Cam Smith trying to uncork a pass. What a pass! Did he get his feet down? Yes, he did. What a touchdown grab. What a pass. Cam Smith says, I can't just play handoff all night. Have to show the arm. What a catch. What a touchdown.
Good thing we're on bye this week.
Raiders' biggest loss by like 5 points this year, isn't it?
Yep. 4 games by 14 total points.
All right, we got Greathouse in the shotgun, 3 wide to his left, takes a snap. He's going to pull it down south, go wide to the outside. He's got guys chasing him. He just goes down at the 30-yard line. That's a loss there. Timeout.
Number 10, Isaiah Greathouse on the carry.
Timeout, Wellsville. 59 and a half seconds to go. It's going to be second down and 15.
Timeout, Eagles.
When we come back, we will.
Hi, I want to tell you about my Trisherwood home collection available at Sheely's Furniture.
Spelled the end in this one.
Picked that up in the booth. And it's funny, watching games, and I had experience of way back when calling plays in the booth. It's different from seeing up here. You definitely get a perspective different than from the sideline. They're going to go, I'm betting they're going to shift out of this. There you go. They're going to shift to that heavy, unbalanced look to the left side, but they give up the middle. Buell looks to cut back, but he's snuffed out. Gain of maybe a foot. Great job by Connor Morley, the senior football and baseball star for Louisville. Led Louisville on a regional final run in the baseball season. Charlie Roberts, part of that team, starting the outfield. I think what other baseball players suiting up on that crew there?
That's a good question. I think that's it. And I
Line up
apologize if I
here,
forget.
shift here. Where are they going to play off this complimentary this time here? They're going to go the heavy toss sweep. Great containment, but Buell cuts it back, and he's into the end zone.
I tell you what, that was just a big play run there by Burke Buell. Just a great cutback, eluded some would-be tacklers, and into the end zone he goes. Let's see if Louisville can respond.
Thought the Leopards had that one snuffed out. I don't know if it was Morley or one of our defense ends really did a good job sealing it in. Kind of broke a tackle, and they just didn't have that backside angle filled, and Buell flew through the hole for the touchdown. Spedick for the extra point. The long right-footed kicker. The snap by Lepowski. Pounds it off the roof. And as we head to the bottom of the first overtime, Notre Dame Cathedral Latin takes a 17-10 lead.
So that's huge. I didn't.
So
man.
So they're still going to charge Valley Christian with their timeout?
You have to.
Maybe that's what he was yelling about. Maybe they called that a penalty and he'd still charge them with their timeout.
Well, if you call timeout, you get. I mean, that's the way it goes. So it's to be second down and 20 now. Walsall got 3 wide to the left, 2 to the right. Greathouse in the backfield by himself. Takes a snap, drops back, pulls it down. It's going to keep it. He's going to go wide to the outside. Wide, way wide. He comes up, pulls around, gets about to the 30-yard line, and we got a flag on the play. Wonder what we got now.
Isaiah, Greathouse on the carry. There is a flag
Man.
on the play.
It's going to be on Wellsville. Another flag against the Tigers, shooting themselves in the foot here big time.
Yeah, they might decline this. They make it 3rd down.
Yeah, he's declining, and it looks like he's been in that official's ear this whole drive. Coach Hake has. So they decline it. So make it 3rd down now. That's what the motion he gave to the official. Blocking the back against Wellsville, it's declined.
Block in the back.
It was going to be 3rd and 20.
By the Tigers. That is declined by the Eagles.
It's going to be 3rd down now and about 15.
Chris still has 1 timeout here.
Yeah, did they spot the ball? Yeah.
They're down and 15 for
3rd
the
and
Tigers.
15.
Tigers need a
Pass. We're looking up top. We got a slant. Broken up. A little grabby. I thought we might have some interference. Looked like they're trying to go to, I think that's Hershey. Just out of his reach. And it's 3rd and 10.
Well, there's good and bad to the Lion touchdown. Obviously bad that they score, but good for the Leopards in knowing what they need. They have to have a touchdown there. There's no field goal or anything like that. They have to get the ball in the end zone.
Nicholas Dietrich was on the coverage there. Leopards seen a little confused personnel. Expect a timeout here. Coach Davis signals. We're under 10 seconds. Leopards pull timeout as they're having some substitution issues. So we got 3rd and 10 at the 20. First overtime. The Leopards passing offense struggled other than the big touchdown pass of 60 yards to Chase Mueller to tie this game up with 2 minutes and plus left in the game.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Davis draws up here. Obviously, the head coach, but also our offensive coordinator. So let's see what he can pull into his bag of tricks here and try to create some offense for the Leopards.
And the question, you got 2 approaches here. Do you go with some type of run, hopefully knock this down inside 4th and 5, or are you going to go for the first down here and toss it?
Yeah, for me personally, I'm throwing it.
Balance set there, 2 wideouts to each side there. Davion Cruz in motion. We got the playoff pass. He's throwing up high. And we got an interference call. Or a holding. John Paul Nowak, who had a big interception here in the second half, is definitely pulling on. I think that was who we're going to, Braden Jackson there. And, well, it's holding interference. That should give us a first down there. Of course, Davion Cruz is quarterback for first half of this year as well as much of last year. So, and it should be a first down. Did we lose that? I guess we lost it on that first play.
Just enough.
So 3rd and 1. So I don't know, John. You take 1st and 10, goal at the 10? Or?
No timeouts for Valley Christian.
No timeouts.
Valley Christian Eagles will take over
The 33-yard line.
Goal from shorter yardage.
So we're in our power back offense here. Davide and Ramsey in the backfield. Take Golden in motion. And give up got to Davide, and he's going to push forward for the first down about the 8-yard line there. So, Leopards get a fresh set of downs. And actually, didn't get a great spot just across the 10. Looks like they're about the 9.5-yard line.
Well, they're going to have to earn it from this 1st and goal.
You know, we've had discussions before out. If you're 1st and goal, it's tough from that long of range there, but because the field shortens, defensive backs don't have to cover near as much ground there. Golden in motion. Give to Davide. He's going to push forward to the
start from the 20-yard line. Let's see what Valley Christian does here. Same formation, 2 wide on each side, mixing in the shotgun with Pete in the backfield with him. Takes a snap, drops back. He's going to look to his left, looking. He makes a move, coming up the middle, shakes off one tackler, dives over another. He's going to have the first down. He keeps going. He might get to the end zone. He's going to get in. You got to be kidding me. 4 seconds left. He scores. Wow.
Can't believe what I just seen.
Oh, man. All Wellsville had to do was make the tackle there. Couldn't do it. He dove over. Somebody went low. He dove over top of him.
Valley Christian Eagle touchdown.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Timeout, Valley Christian.
Oh, man, you got to get some breaks to remain undefeated. They got
Yeah, my goodness. 4 fumbles here in this second half. Didn't lose a single.
3rd and 5. 1 back, Ramsey in the backfield. Robert takes a snap, looks past, great pressure. Heavy pressure, Roberts. It falls incomplete. Roberts gets up slowly.
Well, Notre Dame brought the house, and they were able to get to Roberts. Roberts did a good job of at least getting that ball off. Could not take the sack. Leopard's last gasp here. 25 seconds left on the shot clock, or on the play clock.
Trips to the left. Roberts takes a snap. Pressure inside. He scrambles. He's got a man. Touchdown, Leopards.
Chase Mueller again for the Leopards.
A season-saving catch. Roberts thread the needle through the arms of a Lion defender. Mueller kept the focus, is able to catch the ball, snag in the air. And the Leopards are 1 point away for tying it up here and sending a second overtime. Dusky
takes a snap, fires it up over the top, and it's caught. No good. Remains a 6-point game.
Number 8, John Charles Mixon on his pass is incomplete.
The Tigers
15, Vashawn Gurley, defended by number 17.
Got to hope for something kind of prayer here. Get in the end zone with 4 seconds left.
Extra points for granted until the game is on the line, and Dusky did a good job of planting that plant foot and driving that ball through the uprights.
And I'll give credit to that passing combination of Mueller and Robert. Roberts had pressure, had to flush out to his weak side, found a way to thread the needle and chase. Great focus as that ball was heavily contested, is able to hang on for the touchdown to save their playoff hopes.
Yeah, defensive back there did a good job of defending the play. Was right there. Just Mueller made a great play.
Oh, I believe we come to the other end here, down to the student section and band section. I'd really like to see Louisville maybe just tighten up, dare Notre Dame to throw right now. Crowd the box.
Who gets the ball on the side?
I think they coin flip it again.
Okay. Hopefully, Jacob's been. Well, actually, I guess they're calling the.
I know in college they reverse it every time.
Okay.
So your defense is stuck on the same twice.
All right, so let's see this kick. Oh, boy, picked it up. I was going to go out of bounds. And coming down the sideline, he's got some room, but he's going to have a couple guys to beat there.
Just the game.
Oh, boy, I figured they'd let it go out of bounds and get one play on offense, but so Valley Christian, the big comeback here, win 24-6 with a touchdown with 4 seconds left. That will be the final. Wellsville will finish up their season next week at Latonia. So that will do it for Jason and I for this season, our 5th season here.
All right. Well, we found the answer out to that. See what the Leopards' offensive approach is this time. Got to get points on the board with Notre Dame's kicking weapon, Gianni Spedic. The Leopard student section meanders over, meanders south to support their appears.
Tonight's theme of red, white.
Week 9, another great showing here on the Audible Call. Some great games around the Valley. Valley Christian survives. They pull a great one out against Wellsville tonight, 24-18. They were down 18-12 late in the fourth quarter, but rally with 2 scores late. We got all the scores coming up for you on the Joe Dickey Electric scoreboard. They are in overtime in Louisville, so we'll keep that game up on the screen for you, but we're going to get ready and head into our Joe Dickey Electric scoreboard show. Thanks for tuning in to the Audible Call, brought to you by the WRS Wealth Advisors. We'll be back here for Week 10.
Locally owned and operated, Sheely's relaxed shopping experience means browsing and lounging is always encouraged.
Find Flex Deal and more at Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, because the best things in life happen at home.
How lucky are we to have not one, but 2 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Fall is in the air. The kids are back to school, crowds are cheering for the home team, and Myers Family Insurance is prepped for another crazy Medicare season. Every year there's changes, some big, some small, so it's important to have a conversation to make sure your plan is going to meet your expectations for the coming year. Give our team a call today to schedule your annual review.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance or visit us on the web. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com.
Going from mindful to mindful sometimes requires a helping, healing hand. Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness offers a continuum of mental health and wellness care. At Insight, we're changing the way you receive counseling and wellness services with experienced licensed clinicians and expertly trained wellness staff. With 4 locations in Mahoning and Columbiana County, along with telehealth services, Insight offers clients quick access to care when they need it. Transform your mental health and wellness at Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun, it all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers. From sales to financing and even service, we'll help build your perfect vehicle.
And lock in your trade value
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing,
regardless of your situation or credit history.
No worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com or find us on Facebook.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Jimmy Sutton here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Welcome into the Joe Dickey Electric Scoreboard Week 9. Wrapping up in the books. And Quinn, we had some pretty good games. Some games that got interesting, some games that looked boring, and all of a sudden it ends up 24-17 in double overtime in Louisville. That's a heck of a finish there.
Yeah, definitely. You see it in the corner there, Mike.
Got that one. Probably the surprise of the night. And if you're from Wellsville, you're absolutely heartbroken right now. You had this game. You had Valley Christian right where you wanted to. They drive 99 yards to tie the game, get the ball back, and their quarterback just leaps his way into the end zone. That is a great, great win for them. So Valley Christian remains in the perfect bracket with a come-from-behind win in Wellsville tonight. We'll run down the scoreboard scores for you here on the Joe Dickey Electric scoreboard. Fitch wins the rivalry game against Boardman tonight, 42-20. Falcons improved to 8-1. This was a pretty good ball game for a while, but all of a sudden when the Falcons were ready to say it was over, it was done. All Newton Falls against Camel tonight, 37-0. JFK takes care of business against Cleveland Central Catholic, 44-8. Columbiana, 2 straight wins as they beat Latonia, 41-0. Crestview goes up to Trumbull County, gets a win at Champion, 35-14. Ursuline, all over East, they improved to 7-2, 56-8. Southern, all over East Palestine, they shut out the Bulldogs, 45-0. Southern improves to 8-1 on the season. Ashtabula St. John loses to Fairport Harbor, 41-12. Struthers, big win over Girard. They're going to get some nice points in this. This could propel them into the playoffs as they get a big win tonight, 42-28. Canfield takes care of business against Howland, 43-7. Cards now 7-1 on the season. Poland, tough loss to Jefferson as they fall tonight, 27-13. The Falcons look pretty good. All Beaver Local over John Hay, 56-6. It is South Range defeating Lakeview, 66-6. Their 29th regular season win in a row. They are now 9-0 on the season. Liberty, they beat LeBray, 48-20. United over Lisbon, 45-6. It is 21-7 Lowville over Middle Ridge. That's a game that kind of surprised me, Quinn. I thought that would be a lot more high scoring, but I'll tell you what, that is a very, very good win for Lowville. They were in a game the whole way in this one, and Middle Ridge gave them everything they could handle. As we move along the scoreboard and keep it running them down here for you, it is Matthews all over Wyndham tonight, 56-20. Louisville in double overtimes beats Notre Dame Cathedral Latin 24-17. Hubbard over Niles 37-20. East Liverpool beats Oak Glen 44-12. Marlington falls to Salem 41-7. Springfield, 5 straight wins. They take care of business against Jackson Milton, win 33-7. Valley Christian, as we talked about right as we came on the Joe Dickey Electric scoreboard, they defeat Wellsville 24-18. 2 touchdowns late in the fourth quarter provides that victory for them. And then Cheney over Warren Harding tonight. Nice win for the Cowboys. They're 8-1, 21-14 the final in that contest. And then McDonald all over Waterloo 28-6. Carrollton loses to West Branch 42-20. Western Reserve blanks Sebring 49-0. Brookfield goes up to Garrettsville. They have won 8 straight games. Their only blemish, week 1 to Ursuline. Warriors 35-14. Edison still perfect. They beat Buckeye Local 52-14. And Mohawk over Freedom Area 42-13. Couple PA scores. Mercer over Lakeview, Pennsylvania 15-13. And Slippery Rock defeating Wilmington 41-13. I give that one because that's my alma mater. So I like giving those scores. Any games that surprised you tonight, Quinn?
I mean, look, kind of going down the list, I would say Liverpool. They kind of came alive there offensively, putting up 44 points. I mean, they haven't really done that all year. That one, and then I guess Brookfield would probably be the most surprising to me, just the way they handled a very physical Garfield team.
Yeah, Garfield, you think about it going into that game tonight, Brookfield's only blemish is week 1. Garfield's only loss is a 2-point conversion, gutsy call by JFK, or maybe they get that game to overtime and are able to win. But boy, Brookfield went up there on a mission tonight and got the job done. Tip of the hat, though, to Middle Ridge. I think they played a great game. They drove the ball on Lowville, but Lowville's defense was very staunch in the red zone. They turned them away at least 4 times tonight, made the right plays they had to on offense. So just a very, very good win for Lowville tonight. Fitch taking care of business. Camfield no problem in a rivalry game against Howland. I like the way the Cardinals approached that one. I'll tell you what, the one that kind of surprised me, I honestly thought the Struthers-Girard game would be the other way around. I thought Girard was going in there, but just the momentum that gave Girard coming away with the win on that one, pretty good win, for Struthers. Like I said, that will get them some big, big points. And I was telling you guys earlier tonight, a lot of you guys don't understand. I was pretty pumped. Over in Western PA, for the first time since 2013, they played the Steel Bowl, Farrell and Sharon. That's a game that should never, ever have not been played. Farrell just flexes their muscles in that one. They take it 42-14 over Sharon. So it's a pretty good night all the way around here in Ohio, Pennsylvania, as we look at some of them. I know you're busy looking at some of the points the way it's breaking down early, so I know you're going to break that down for me. But Brookfield's win tonight, that's got to give them some massive points moving forward, I would think.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm looking at Division 6 right now. We'll dive into it as soon as you want to.
Okay, well, we can dive into it right now. Might as well.
Where do you want to start? You want to start at the top?
Yeah, let's start in
Division
2.
with us?
That's 2. And as we can see, now this is all not official until Sunday of next week. Yeah, but it's close enough. We can tell you Fitch at 8-1, they're going to get a home playoff game. And the Falcons have played pretty good. And the way it would match up now, they would be the 3rd seed. They would be taking on Mayfield, who's 5-3. A team, tentatively, that would be the matchup. But you look at things like Harding's on the outside looking in. Boardman's on the outside looking in. I'm not sure that they can get there.
I'm fairly confident right now, just looking at the schedules and stuff like that. I mean, if Boardman beats Canfield, that might be enough points to push them into the 16th spot, depending on how
everything else breaks down in front of them.
I would venture to say that they're pretty much out.
Yeah, and Harding at
if I had to guess.
Harding at 2-7. They're just not going to get there.
Which is impressive that they're a 19 with 5, basically almost 6 computer points as a 2-win team.
Yeah. So it shows you what they play. Go to 3 and you look at Canfield, Chardon, and Ursuline and Cheney. They're 1, 2, 3, 4. Chardon's 1, of course. Boy, that could lay into some great matchups.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of breaking it down, looking at it. I mean, Canfield is lined up to play Kenston. They seem to do that every year. You got Ursuline playing New Philly at home, and Cheney, they'd be taking on Villa, which, no, I'm sorry, they would not be, actually. You would have Ursuline playing Villa again.
Yeah.
That's my fault.
It's okay.
I know how to read.
We're good. Now, here's the funny thing.
No, I'm right.
You're right.
3-14. That would be New Philly, and then Cheney would be Villa.
Yeah. Now, here's an interesting one. Louisville hasn't been updated yet.
Hasn't it? I could have sworn it was.
2-6, right?
No, you're right. They haven't.
So they haven't been updated yet. What does that win get them? But Notre Dame only had 2 wins coming in.
You're going to get some points out of Notre Dame Cathedral Latin because they beat South early.
Yeah.
That's a D2 school that they beat. So that you're looking at probably enough to push them into the 17, maybe 16 seed there.
That's a dogfight. If you look at that, like Akron East probably controls their own destiny, but might not. Kenston, it all depends who plays who coming up next week on week 10. But that is interesting. But you got to love that dogfight. You look at Canfield, 7-1. Only blemish comes against Cheney. Ursuline, 2 heartbreaking losses so far this season. You know, when you look at their blemishes, and Cheney has just been dynamite. They have played a great schedule. They've looked good. But, boy, if you can get in there, and probably the team that a lot of us won't, see or talk much about is that Alliance team. Has been very quietly putting together some wins. So, not a bad one. Now, let's move on to Division 4. We can check. And this is all tentative, folks. This isn't official, but it's shaping out the way it should be. West Branch would be 1, Beaver Local 2, Girard would fall to 3, Jefferson's at 5, Poland at 8. If the playoffs started right now, 5-4 Poland would host 6-3 Salem. Struthers, who's 10, would go to Canton South. Yeah, and you look at some of these, Now's outside looking in. There's no way they're going to make it. I would think that they'll probably.
With Field being at 8.4 computer
Yeah.
There's no chance. That's all pretty much locked up.
And you look at West Branch, they have not missed a beat, and they almost won week 1. They were in that game against Canfield till late. Canfield got a couple late scores to pull away, but that was a tremendous effort. And you look at that region could be very interesting. That Canal Fulton Northwest, they love to throw the ball around. Beaver Local, they're up there, but Canton South, good team. Woodridge, they can put together some good efforts. Streetsboro's got that high-flying offensive attack, and very quietly sitting there at 4-4 is Akron Bookdale. Just a team that just makes the playoffs every year. It's just what they do.
Mm-hmm. And Buckle's on a 4-game win streak, too.
Yeah. They're kind of like Springfield.
A little bit.
So that's 4. Now we go down to 5. We know who's number 1 and 5, South Range. But you look, that is not going to be an easy one to go through because Perry, good football team. Sugar Creek, good football team. Edison, we're going to find out what they're made of come postseason. They've run the table so far, but can they make it through week 10? And you think, okay, got a shot. You got Garfield sitting at 9. Navarre Fairless is there. Creston Norwayne, some great games that they've played in the playoffs. I know we've seen them against Springfield. Liberty, another win tonight. They're sitting there where they've got a shot to make the playoffs. Cardinal Mooney. Can you imagine the points they get if they go to Steubenville and win? I don't think anybody's thinking they can go there and win, but if they pull that one off tomorrow, that would be big.
Looking at, you're going to get some points on their Steubenville's win over Dover.
Yeah.
Their win over New Philly.
University Prep's a good school out of the Pennsylvania.
Non-Ohio schools, though, you'll only get this. You won't get many secondaries based on the algorithm.
Yeah. But
you're still looking at enough to probably push you into
a fight,
area?
into that 9-ish area. Things break right week 10. Maybe you get a home game.
There's a chance down there towards the end there too, where Champion could potentially sneak in at the 16 spot. Granted, they'd have to win, and you're looking at Smithville losing. And then Champion, they got 7-1 Brookfield next week. So
yeah. Well, and here's another food for thought. Doesn't Mooney play somebody called Ursuline next week?
Yes, they do.
So
you're looking at 2 games where you can get a very good amount of computer points.
They could actually probably.
They could be a top 8 team.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done.
So that's Division 5. Now we look at Division 6. 6 is interesting. There's that team called Kirtland. Pretty good. Mogador. Pretty good. That Brookfield team has just not missed a beat. That was a big, big win for them tonight on the road. And then you got Valley Christian. They survived again. 2 weeks in a row. They have been able to survive, pick up tough road wins. So those are actually quality wins for you. Those kids made a couple long bus rides 2 weeks in a row. So that's looking good for them. Also sitting in there, United, they're at 9. I don't know if they'll have enough to get past Rootstown to maybe get a home game.
Rootstown's playing Mogador next week, so that could very well be a loss.
United beats Southern, maybe.
You're going to get enough points there where you can potentially jump into that 8 spot. I can't see them really passing Dalton at 7, but there's a good shot at it.
Crestview still has a shot. They've got to win. They're sitting at 17.
If Crestview beats Newton Falls next week, and Independence, who's currently in the 16, I'm not sure what they did today, or obviously next week since they're in a different area. But if Independence drops these next 2, Crestview has a very good shot at making the playoffs as well.
Jackson Milton's sitting in a playoff spot at the moment. Mineral Ridge is in a playoff spot. Could be interesting. Could have some nice local matchups, in this one, but it all depends. But I think the route to that region goes through Kirtland. And then 7, you got to look at this. You want 1 and 2 to eventually play.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see a JFK Lowville game. Lowville took care of business tonight, and I'm sure the Rockets would tell you it wasn't their best game, but boy, those are games that count because you're finding ways to win. Now they got to come up big, and you look Western Reserve.
They're on the doorstep.
They have to beat Lowville next week. I don't know if they're going to get that done.
I don't think that's going to happen.
And then,
there's a chance. I mean, you can get lucky because Wyndham's playing North Baltimore.
Yeah.
Where you're getting the secondary points, and because of Wyndham's divisor being an 86 as of right now, you can get lucky against Lowville where you can get some points. I doubt it.
Yeah.
But you're looking at it. If Western Reserve beats Lowville, hypothetically, they very well could move into 13, maybe, depending on if they all ahead of them lose.
And then, along with that, you got Southern 8-1 sitting in the 6th spot.
That's a dangerous 6th seed.
Yeah. And then that 7th seed,
nobody wants them.
5 weeks ago, they had no points.
Nobody wants to mess with that team.
Yeah. That team has gotten better each and every week. And if you look back, I know it says 42-24 against Lowville. That game was actually 28-24. Springfield had the ball and a chance to take the lead in the 4th quarter. So they've gotten better, and I'm sure Sean Guerrero would tell you he'd take another chance. He'd love to play Lowville again just to see what they could do.
Absolutely.
How much have they improved? But that one's there. Matthews, they're there. Toronto, this could be an interesting division to watch out because even though I think the top 3 to 4 teams might be the ones to beat, look at Jeromesville.
I was going to say,
I'm not going to sleep on 5 in that one because you're 5-3 and you're still 5th in your region. So you've obviously beaten some teams. So you've played an upper schedule, but that team, going in now, JFK, top 4, they're guaranteed at least 2 home games. So it'll be interesting and I think a good night. Hopefully some of our guys will start calling in from some of the games.
What's interesting, Mike, on this one is that if it stays the way it is, Springfield will be obviously playing at 10, which is Toronto. They'll be hosting Toronto. That next game for them is Lowville, the winner of Lowville East game.
Yeah,
being a 7. Nobody's calling in yet. I don't know why.
Yeah, usually big game ties on the phone. Or the guy we need to hear from was the guy who did our Valley Christian game, Gary and Coy. Yeah, one of them's got to call in because that's a great game. I mean, that one just went right down to the wire and it shakes out. And it's hard to believe. I mean, just seems like yesterday you and I were getting here and it was warm-up day here. And then we came back and we started week 1 and it was crazy. And now I'm thinking like we're 9 weeks in, done. Next week's it. Like, where did the football season go already? And it's been great. I just can't wait. There's some teams next week that, for Latonia, last shot of the season. Can you muster anything? Bob Spate gets win 200 and gets 201 1 week later. Those are teams that want to go out in high notes. They know that their season hasn't been exactly one. See, he heard us. I talked about Ty, and all of a sudden, Ty is ready to join us here on the Joe Dickey Electric scoreboard. All right, Ty, come on in. I know you had a rivalry game tonight, and those always aren't easy, but boy, Fitch, when they needed to, they made the plays. I think he's frozen.
Yeah, I think he's frozen.
There we go. Sorry,
There
I
we
think we
go.
were having a little technical difficulties. I heard you put the bat signal out for me, Mike, so I just had to show up. But you cut out a little bit in that question. You mind re-asking it for me?
Yeah, I got you on that one. Close game, but it's a rivalry game. You throw out the records when Fitch and Boardman play, but all of a sudden when it was go time, there you go. The Falcons just turned it up a notch.
They absolutely did, and DJ Williams was a man amongst boys tonight, over 250 yards rushing on the ground, the hat trick with 3 tutties on the night too. I mean, Fitch just finds a different offensive weapon, it seems like, that they can turn to as well. Talk about player of the game tonight, Cam Smith stepping up big time with Deshaun Vaughn going down injured towards that 4th quarter, came up and didn't just play the handoff game to Williams. He got a big touchdown pass off to Dom Perry as well.
I'll tell you what, it sets up well. Things are looking good going into next week, but take care of business and you can be playing 2 home games at Falcon Stadium.
This really did a lot. I mean, obviously that win against Wadsworth was the computer point bull, I guess you would say. That did a lot of heavy lifting for Fitch. But every win now certainly helps them as they want to clinch that top 4 seed. This one does a lot for them as they, I think, take a few point lead on Hudson now, or have a chance to take a few point lead on Hudson now going into week 10. But I tell you what, that Boardman team, Thomas Andujar, a lot of those guys too stepped up big time for them. They got some athletes over there, and that defense has showcased once again that they can hang with some of the best teams in the area.
Oh, absolutely. And I just look at it, and you've had some great games to call with them this season. And I think the big thing, Ty, I look at is these Falcons find a different way to win every week. Yeah, they can get you with a run. Yes, they can get you with a pass. Yes, the defense can step up and make plays. That makes a team tough to study the film on because you just don't know which way they're going to get you.
It does make them tough. And I mean, you got players that can play multiple ways too, offense, defense, that can contribute on multiple sides of the field too. It's a lot of versatility you see throughout this Austintown program. And you're right, Mike. I mean, different guys step up different times to come up with big wins. Another one did it, or another couple did it tonight. But the biggest thing I think I noticed too, going from the last 3 weeks to tonight, is they really became more disciplined in that penalty game and actually won the penalty battle against Boardman tonight. And I think that's a huge factor going forward. Fitch got to limit the penalties. If there's one weakness you could immediately see for Fitch, it's that penalty game. Got to clean that up.
All right, being the next lineman, I know we give the Fitch skill players a lot of love. I want some love for that offensive line because, boy, they get down and dirty and just block fantastic.
It's that old adage in football too about playing 4 quarters in the trenches, right? I mean, you might not get those big gains in the first half, but it's all about paying off in that second half. And boy, did you see it. DJ Williams is a phenomenally talented athletic back, but he wasn't getting those kind of gains, averaging almost 10 yards a carry in the second half without that offensive line doing some bruising and pushing Boardman around. I mean, the O-line has been great in the last few weeks, and ever since Massillon, Washington, where they got punched in the mouth a little bit, they've looked really good on that side of the ball. I mean, Fitch had some turnovers that have derailed some drives, but it certainly hasn't been on the offensive line's fault.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I'm going to let you roll out. I appreciate you getting the bat signal, man. I knew you'd be in. So from there, we're going to head to Gary. He's going to step in with us now. Gary, you absolutely had the game of the night and almost had the upset of the year. Talk about that finish down in Wellsville.
Well, yeah, Wellsville was winning 18-12, I believe, in the third quarter there with about 6 minutes left. And I'm not sure if it was the end of the third or the beginning of the fourth. Valley scored to tie the score up at 18, wasn't able to get the 2-point conversion. Wellsville gets the ball back, punts, puts Valley Christian at their 2-yard line before that previous touchdown. Gets the ball back again, can't score, punts the ball, gets off a bad punt. Valley Christian gets the ball at the Wellsville 36-yard line, end up scoring with 4 seconds left to get the win. Wellsville's defense stepped up, played amazing tonight. And I'll tell you, Valley Christian fumbled at least 4 times, if not 5, in the second half and didn't lose a single one of them. Not to mention a Hail Mary that one of their kids came down with when they were pinned deep late. And then the Mixon kid come in and ran this spectacular run to get that touchdown with 4 seconds left. The stars aligned for Valley Christian there in that fourth quarter, but Wellsville was down to 19 players entering the game today. And in that fourth quarter, it showed the depth. Really, you get a couple kids banged up when you only have 8 of them on the sidelines and you're down to freshmen or kids that maybe haven't gotten any playing time. So that really hurt them there in that fourth quarter. But, man, what an effort by the Tigers. And they were just seconds away from taking that win from Valley.
Absolutely a heartbreaking loss for Wellsville tonight. And I think the tough thing is, and you hit it right there, you lose players. Now you got to take players and move positional-wise, stick maybe a freshman in the game that all of a sudden that's the first time he's seen action on Friday Night Lights. That 99-yard drive, though, you hit the Hail Mary on that play, and all of a sudden it's just like Valley got the momentum, and Wellsville just couldn't find a way to take it back late. I think Gary froze on us.
Yeah, it looks like he did.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll
let him
go
go
because that was a tough one. Yeah, if he comes back. But I'll tell you what, great effort by Wellsville tonight. I mean,
Definitely.
I will tip my hat to those Tigers. They deserved maybe to win that game, but you also got to tip your hat to Valley Christian because they found a way to get it done. So, I mean, you look at that and things were just able to come down. Now, Matt Morrison also, he's kicking in with us right now. He had a great game. Warren Harding came into Youngstown to play Cheney, and you got a great game, Matt. And
Oh, my
the
goodness,
Cowboys
man.
found a way to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, they came in at the end. That a couple great runs by Matt Jones to ice it near the end. But, I mean, he had a couple second and third down and longs where he just took off and made huge plays for them. But let's not count out the great play by Dallas Jet, man. He had some great passes. He took us for some huge runs as well. So, I mean, I know the record doesn't show it, but Harding has played teams very tough all year long, and that was just another result of that tonight. Another tough loss for them, though. Eventually, they will figure it out.
Oh, they will. They'll get that ship right. But Cheney, they haven't really skipped a beat all season. And,
No.
Think about it. They were in that game with Ursuline. They're a few plays away from being 9-0.
They were. But, man, unbelievable, man.
Who stood out for Cheney for you?
Definitely Matt Jones had some one heck of a run for him. I mean, he had a couple rushing touchdowns. Jason Hewlett had a great game as well. And so did Emil Austin as well. I mean, great runs by him. So maybe those three guys, all those guys really stood out for me. On the defensive side, all of them had some huge plays for Cheney. So, I mean, that whole defensive side as well. But not really one player stood out to me. I think it was a huge team effort to win tonight.
All right, man. Hey, we appreciate you checking in with us. We're going to head back out. All right, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.
All right, let's go back to Gary. Gary, you froze on us, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Nah, you're cool. I was just talking about that 99-yard drive. They had them pinned, and Valley made the plays. And your heart breaks for the Wellsville kids because they played their hearts out, but Valley just seemed to know when they had to make plays, and they got it done.
Yeah, they did. And, I mean, you're not undefeated on accident. You don't beat two teams only have one loss to you on accident. They've got the horses. They've got the athletes. They're most athletic team we've seen this year. Every single one of the kids that carry the ball are quick. They got some size on the line. The Mixon kid, I mean, he's big, he's strong, can do anything. Hats off to them. They made the plays when they needed to make the plays. They played the clock right. Coach Haig took timeouts, knowing that he might get a chance to get the ball back, and then Wellsville has a bad punt there at the end. It only goes 12 or 13 yards, so you got 1st and 10 from your opponent's 36-yard line with about 37 seconds left without any timeouts, but the field in front of you. They made the plays that they needed to win, and just a heartbreaker for Wellsville because they would have been in the playoffs with that win for sure, and maybe been fighting for hosting a game. It was the best I've seen them play, but like I said, when you're down to 19 kids to start the game, get to the fourth quarter against a team with 45 kids that's undefeated, it's a tall task.
What did they do defensively, though, that kind of stifled Valley Christian for most of the game? Because when we were checking in, it seemed like even though Valley was trying to get wide on them, they always had coverage on the ends.
Yeah, well, our defensive line played well. Hadley Tice and J.J. Klein were able to really bring the pressure. The first half, when number one, I believe his last name's Pete, he was playing quarterback. They was just able to get pressure on him, and he was rolling to the outside, and they dropped. I bet you Valley Christian dropped a half a dozen passes, if not more than that. So they just weren't in sync offensively in the passing game. And then once they did get in sync, either there was a flag or the pressure just got to the quarterback. So I just think Wellsville was in positions, and they were making tackles. That's one thing. At the first quarter, they were getting away from the tackles. After that, Wellsville really settled down, was able to bring the guys down. So they weren't getting many yards after contact. They just kind of hung around, made the right plays when they needed to. And I just think, honestly, being prepared for that speed by wrapping guys up and being in right position really helped out.
Yeah, definitely. It was a great game. I mean, from what we could see here when we were checking in on it, it was just a great game, great effort. I mean, the coaches dialed up a great game plan, but sometimes injuries, and I'm not making excuses for them, but that can be the game changer.
Yeah, one of the senior leaders on the team, number 15, Kuntz for us, he had something going on with his shoulder in the whole fourth quarter, and he was gutting it out, trying to get out there and help as much as he could. But he's a big leader on defense. He might even lead the team in tackles. And when you don't have him there to kind of help out with a big kid like Mixon, you know, those yards, those runs from turn into 5 yards, turn into 7 yards, turn into 12-yard chunk plays. And, you know, that's what ended up winning Valley Christian the game. I really can't say enough about that, the Wellsville staff, to get these kids up to play this game, because no, they were supposed to get blown out today. That's what they were told all week long, and that's what people were saying. So to get them kids ready to play this undefeated team that's a division bigger than us, that just, you know, beat our rival at Southern Local last week, I'd say hats off to them, and good luck to the Eagles. They got a really athletic team. Be excited to see what they can do.
Sometimes the best medicine is not reading those paper clippings and just believing you can get the job done.
Yes, the Tigers did a good job of that today.
All right, man. Hey, we appreciate you calling back in. Take care, man. Appreciate
All
it.
right.
All right, man. We're going to take a timeout here on the Joe Dickey Electric scoreboard. We'll be back, run down the scores one more time. We'll have a few more of our guys stopping in with their action from this evening. But let's take a quick timeout.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update. Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
From on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
As fine as the eye can see, the finest hardwoods from the finest trees. Made for your home and within your means, Baird Brothers will help fulfill your dreams. Let life and light come shining through in quiet morns. And heavy traffic, too. Find your easy-to-afford fine hardwood floors and doors and more at BairdBrothers.com.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Gwen, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was too.
That's all right. We're back from our commercial break. We're here on the Joe Dickey Electric scoreboard. Run down the scores for you once again. Boardman falls to Austintown Fitch 42-20. Newton Falls all over Camel 37-0. Warren JFK improves to 7-1 with a 44-8 win over Cleveland Central Catholic. Columbiana 2 straight wins. They blank Latonia tonight 41-0. Crestview over Champion 35-14. Ursuline 56-8 winner over East. It is Southern 45-0 over East Palestine. They bounce back from their first loss of the season. And it is Fairport 41-12 over Ashtabula St. John. Girard falls to Struthers tonight 42-28. Big win for Struthers. They needed that one. Canfield, no problem with Howland as they take that one 43-7. Jefferson over Pullen 27-13. And we got David Williams checking in. We'll get back to our scores as we can tell you. Hubbard won tonight. David's going to join us. They had a tough game. It took a while to get things going. Now it's kind of hung around.
it was a tough game for Hubbard, but I mean, they did pull through, which was nice to see, especially after a tough game last week.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that offense got going in the second half, David, and what changed for them in the second half, because they seemed to dictate the tempo of the game a lot more.
Well, one thing that changed this game as a whole was they kind of switched up their offense a little bit. They went from the to the shotgun.
Okay.
And they utilized a little more of the passing game, which they haven't used very much this season.
All right. So that worked for them. It's a win that they really needed coming into tonight, too, was the Eagles. And I know Now's hoping, they could go there and pull the upset, but Hubbard actually needed this one.
Absolutely. I mean, without this game, they were not in the playoffs. Now they have I believe it's 98% chance of getting into the postseason.
Yeah, that was the big thing for them. I mean, you come away, you get this victory, and all of a sudden things are looking good for you. And, even though they're still sitting down there, they now have that little thing of controlling their own destiny as they head into the final week of the season. Well-coached squad. I thought the defense played well, but boy, things don't get easy next week.
No, There's absolutely
no way they were looking ahead, were they?
No, definitely not. I mean, South Range has always been a good team. I can't even remember the last time we've beaten South Range.
Yeah. No, it's been good. South Range, 29 straight regular season wins. There's a lot, big bullseye on their target as they look to get through another season, 3 consecutive, without a loss. But you look at things and you're thinking, okay, that's a big perspective, but boy, if you go there and stun everybody, you can pick up a lot of points next week too.
Absolutely. I mean, an upset against South Range would be huge for Hubbard. But personally, my thoughts, I don't see it happening. I mean, based on what happened with Girard, granted, they looked a little bit out of energy. They didn't seem to be in the game at all during Girard. I mean, obviously, I know a lot of the players are very excited to play South Range. I mean, it's a big game. It always is a big game for Hubbard.
Yeah, absolutely. What stood out for their defense tonight? What were the Eagles doing that they were able to kind of shut Niles down in the second half?
I mean, it was really their pass coverage. They were able to not allow, I believe it was Gardner, to make those catches. I mean, there were some that actually, no, I believe it was Jamari White. He he dropped some pretty big plays, and it was because of that Hubbard defense.
All right, man. Hey, we appreciate. We're glad you checked in with us, David. We love when you guys come in, call, talk about what you saw, and we're able to get out there tonight. So good win for Hubbard, but boy, big game looming on the horizon next week for them.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Thanks. We'll talk to you.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So you look at that. You already know the task going into next week. But, hey, they knew the schedule before the season. You just got to play it out and see where it brings you. But for Hubbard, that loss could mean they could be playing, one of the top 4 teams heading into next week in that region. So it's going to be interesting. All of a sudden, you could maybe see Girard. That would be an interesting game if it falls that way. You could see Beaver Local. You could see West Branch. So it's just the way it's all going to fall out for them. But I would think Hubbard, the biggest thing next week is play a good game. Don't take any key injuries heading into week 11. And I think that's one thing most of the coaches will be telling their kids. If we don't need you next week and you are dinged up, you're probably going to rest. So look at things like that. Some of the other scores from tonight: Western Reserve did blank Sebring 49-0. West Branch over Carrollton 42-28. The Warriors have won 8 straight. McDonald with a win over Waterloo 28-6. Cheney over Harding in a great game 21-14. The Cowboys now 8-1. Valley Christian 2 late touchdowns in the 4th. They beat Wellsville 24-18. Springfield 5 straight wins for the Tigers. Looking at a home game, I'm sure a lot of teams are saying, don't really want to see that team come playoff time. but they get the job done tonight against Jackson Milton 33-7. Salem over Marlington 41-7. East Liverpool with a nice win 44-12 over Oak Glen. And as we were talking about, Hubbard 37-20 over Niles. Louisville in double overtime, they beat Notre Dame Cathedral Latin 24-17. Wyndham loses to Matthews 56-20. Mineral Ridge falls to Lowville 21-7. United over Lisbon 45-6. Liberty beats LeBray 48-20. South Range 29 straight regular season wins, still perfect 66-6 over Lakeview, and we got that. Now, Jake Silak had the game between Lowville and Mineral Ridge. Jake, great game to call. Mineral Ridge kind of bottled up the Rockets for a while.
They did. Mike, it's funny. We were just talking about it. I talked to Coach Shaner, Coach Allen, defensive coordinator, in the coach's corner yesterday. And obviously playing Vinny Ballone, that quarterback, how elusive they can be. They said that they needed that spark on defense. They needed a perfect game on defense almost. And they were close. I mean, they really were holding a team that scores, I think, like 45 points a game, 50 points a game to 21 points. I know it's a loss, but it's a really good building block, I think, for this team.
I also think, though, they had some opportunities that they let slip by. I want to say there was at least 2 drives inside the 20 and maybe one more inside the 30. They turned the ball over on downs.
Yeah, and another thing I was kind of talking about after the game was that exactly what you're talking about. Mineral Ridge kind of ran a stack I formation all game. And it worked. I mean, they were running the ball. They were getting downhill. They were making Lowville miss tackles. But when they got in the red zone, for whatever reason, they decided to kind of throw the ball a little bit and get away from what was working. And it led to a few, turnovers. And ultimately, in my opinion, I think it might have even cost them the game, really.
It's a tough loss for them. But, boy, that's a win because really Lowville hasn't been that tested. I was talking with Quinn while we were on the air tonight. The one game that stood out to me was when Springfield lost their 4th straight game.
Right.
That game is 28-24. The Tigers have the ball and a chance to take the lead. That's the last time I remember Lowville really, really being tested. But the Rams gave them everything they could. What did Lowville do tonight that, just stood out for you? Because they were put in uncomfortable situations, but passed the test.
Yeah, when they were put in their uncomfortable positions, they were able to overcome them. And I know that sounds so simple, but Vinny Ballone is, he's that guy. I mean, I'll be honest with you. He's able to use his legs. He's a 6'5" quarterback, 200 pounds, but he's able to use his legs so effectively. For a defense, Mineral Ridge, they're expecting him to throw the ball long. So when they have 3rd and 15 or they had 3rd and 10 a few times, they were put in position where Ballone just had so much green grass in front of him, and he was able to make some plays with his legs that really helped them, like I said, get that spark and keep their momentum going. So, a defense for Mineral Ridge that's really good and was proven it so far this season. But, Vinny was able to connect on a few deep balls tonight when he needed them. And ultimately, I think, just it all starts at the quarterback position, as we all know, and I think he proved it tonight.
Well, I think the other thing, too, he's a senior. That is a big difference. If that kid's a freshman or a sophomore, that playbook is crunched way down, dummied down even a lot more. But that the Rocket staff has all the belief in Vinny to make those plays.
Yeah, they do. And I talked with, like I said, with Coach Shaner and Coach Allen. I'm sorry, I'm actually currently walking to throw my phone on the charger. So they have all the confidence in the world in Vinny, and it shows, and even on defense, I was actually surprised at the way that they played defense tonight. They just let Vinny, hold on one second while I get a little bit of light here for you. Phone's on 5%. Don't want to go.
Gotta love these guys. They plug in the lights. They stop at drive-thrus while we talk to them. It's great.
It's great, isn't it?
It is.
There's a little bit of light, but we'll see how it goes. So, yeah, Vinny plays like the strong safety and middle linebacker position, kind of a hybrid. So showing to their team that, hey, our quarterback is our leader and we're going to go everything through him tonight. Like I even saw earlier tonight through my headphones, they got a delay. No, they jumped off sides, I think, and Vinny was the loudest person in the entire stadium screaming at his guys. Like, listen to the play calls. Listen, get them in. So the trust that they have in him to not only lead that offense, but lead that defense is something that I was really surprised to see tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the one thing we always talk about him offensively, but defensively, they need to play. He's made interceptions this year. He's made big tackles. He is their all-purpose Mr. Do Everything, but he's got a great cast of characters with him. That's the one thing that stands out. His receivers make plays. His D-line makes plays. Like, you can go all around. Vinny's the star, but, boy, he's got a great cast around him.
He really does, and that's a team in Lowville that has kind of built that program over the years. You know, I went to Mineral Ridge. I graduated there a year and a half ago. When I was in high school, those guys were there, but they were young, and they weren't experienced. It's very clear to me now that those guys they're trained veterans, if you will, at the high school football level, and it's clear as day that they put it all together.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, next week, it's the final week. They go to Western Reserve. Is it just about making sure you're ready to go to week 11? Because they're pretty much guaranteed to be sitting down by the train tracks come week 11.
I love that. That's a great reference. You know, they'll, in my opinion, and just watching Lowville, I think they won't have much of a problem against Reserve. But I think what they need to do, I think what's really going to help them really break the hump, like, you know, get over that hump of maybe, you know, struggling a little bit against some better defenses. I think Vinny, and I always, you know, I don't always want to resort to Vinny because I know it is a team effort, but it does start, like we said, at the quarterback position. I think he needs to learn a little bit on when it does go bad, how to slow down the offense, how to find your checkdowns. It doesn't always need to be the long ball. Vinny connected on a lot of long balls tonight. However, he did miss a lot of them too. So, the contrast is there, but that offense can move a lot more fluent if he hits his checkdowns and he hits his big tight end. He's got a number 89, I believe it is. It's like a 6'3", 220-pound tight end that he's got on a checkdown. He's wide open in the middle of the fairway. I'm a golfer. Whoops. wide open in the middle of the field. If he can hit those checkdowns consistently and keep that defense in front of him, those long balls will open up for him. He definitely can throw them. So just throwing the game down.
Now let's talk about Mineral Ridge. They're in a playoff. They're in a playoff spot right now.
They are. How about it?
But they got to take care of business next week. They travel to Waterloo. That's not going to be an easy game. That is a team that likes to be physical up front. You know they're gonna want to run the ball, but this is going to be a battle of in the trenches next week. The line play will dictate where this game goes.
Yeah, and I got to say, tonight it was very interesting, and I'll refer this to Waterloo. Ian Erb for Mineral Ridge, their running back, who's had all the accolades in the world, didn't really see a lot of snaps tonight. So, you know, I would really like to know why that was the case. If we don't get post-game interviews for it, unfortunately, I would love to know that, but that's okay. So we'll see next week. Ian's a very, very capable runner, but that line up front, they don't get enough credit because that line has done so much this season. They're very experienced. The outside, Ben Collins, inside G, Zach Stacy at the center position, and then two younger guys who kind of hold the boundaries for him. They're a really, really talented offensive line. And they have a lot of potential, but like I said, when it gets going for them, it's really, really good. And Coach Shanner actually told me a couple weeks ago, he said, we haven't had our best game on offense. I said, Coach, you won a game 40-0. Yeah, and you haven't had your best game on offense? And we have not. So hopefully, well, maybe I guess you don't want it to be your last game of the year. Maybe you want it to be in the playoffs, but we'll see if they can put it together. But yeah, I definitely think that offensive line has a very good chance to win the day up front, but they have to do that. They have to do just that. Not only next week, but they have to do it moving into the playoffs. It all starts up front.
All right, man. Jake, appreciate it. Thanks for calling in. I know you got a big one next week, so let's see if the Rams can get it done and get to week 11.
Very excited for it, Mike. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. We continue here on the Joe Dickey Electric Scoreboard. We're going to bring in Noah Ricks. Normally you hang out at Howland.
Yeah.
But tonight you were down at Jackson Milton. You got to see Springfield. Talk about this Tigers team. All of a sudden, 5 straight wins after opening the year with 4 straight losses.
You know, I think the run offense was superb tonight. I think the game went very fast. Like both teams were like just running the ball, running a lot of clock. But I think Springfield just like overpowered them up front. They got the run defense going. They got some good touchdowns there. Their first 3 drives, they scored in the first half, and I think Springfield is finally getting back on the right track. Of course, they aren't the team they were last year, but I think they can make a good shot and head into week 11 with some confidence.
I think all of a sudden that might be the team nobody wants to see. And Coach said it's going to take a few weeks. It just took a few more than I think he was expecting. But what impressed you about the Tigers tonight? You said 3 touchdowns in the first half, kind of just came in, took care of business, and said, let's get out of here.
Yeah, I think Coach Guerrero and his Tigers, they really focused on like the game plan. They focused on like just getting those first downs, and also like on very impressive third downs and like getting conversions, getting quick passes off into the flat, and also they got some good passes off. Like Colton Rourke got some good deep balls to Dylan Shealy for 2 touchdowns in the second half, which really helped put the game away for the Tigers. And I am really impressed to see this Tiger team get back on the right track and hope they control their own destiny. I saw the word number 10 in the Region 25 bracket of Division 7, but if they can get a win against Sebring next week, it'll be all be history for the regular season for Springfield.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's crazy in that region, Quinn and I were talking, as we were kind of breaking them down after tonight, they get a win week 1 in the playoffs. All of a sudden, they might be seeing the undefeated Lowville Rockets come round 2. So that could be very interesting. And they've already played once this season.
Oh yeah, Louisville, just a very high-powered team, very good. They have a very good quarterback, Vinny Ballone, and he does know how to sling that rock. That is for sure. And I think they're going to give them fits. It's in MVAC. They are conference foes, I believe, if I am correct.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think an interconference duel in the playoffs, that's really great for the area, and also for our YSN Live viewing area as well. I think a good showdown between the Tigers and the Rockets is exactly what we need.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take it in round 2 if they want to give it to us, because that just makes everything great for YSN, both parties involved, Tigers and the Rockets. So we'll go there. But what impressed you about Springfield's defense? We know the offense clicked tonight, but you hold a Jackson Milton team that has been explosive at times this season to 7 points. What were the Tigers doing defensively that kind of just clipped the Blue Jays' wings, to use a little reference?
I think a lot of stacking the box, a lot of good running defense, a lot of getting to the quarterback. They were just like swarming, just wrapping up, just playing fundamentally sound football. Coach Guerrero has been in this business a long time, 16 years at the helm of the Springfield Tigers. He really teaches his guys how to go downhill, how to just keep that second level intact, and really stuff those Blue Jays for a loss. And I think that was a key here, just keep holding that offense, confusing that Jackson Milton offense. It's just not letting them get anything going. Also, keep in mind that Jackson Milton had 2 turnovers on their first 2 drives. So I think that was a huge momentum shift in the game for Springfield.
Well, definitely this time of the season, you want to be taking care of the ball. Turnovers can loom big, and even as it gets to week 11, that turnover could be the difference from moving to week 12 or not. So, hey, we appreciate you calling in, Noah. I know normally you're with Allen, but you did get to see that Tiger team that's improving, and they're getting better each week.
Oh, yeah, thanks for having me, Mike.
All right, have a good one, man.
Thanks, you too.
So there you have it. Pretty good breakdown. We'll run down the scores. We're going to take one more quick timeout. Come back, we'll run down the scores, and we'll toss it so our friends at Channel 21 can take it for the overtime report at WFMJ.
Before the lights come on,
before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Welcome back to YSN, the Joe Dickey Electric Scoreboard. Mike Ackelson along with Quinn Pushkar. He's been in here. I got him to talk a little more during that show. He talks during the audible call. He just doesn't like to because he's flipping game to game to game with us. He likes that action. But we're going to run down the scores one final time for you tonight, and we'll get you set up for Week 10. There is some good matchups next week. As we check it out, Fitch, a winner over Boardman in that rivalry game, 42-20. Newton Falls blanks Camel tonight, 37-0. Warren JFK improves to 7-1, 44-8 over Cleveland Central Catholic. Columbiana, they blanked Latonia, 41-0. Crestview over Champion, 35-14. Ursuline over Youngstown East, 56-8. Irish now 7-2 on the season. Southern Local, a winner over East Palestine, 45-0. They're 8-1. Fairport Harding, a winner over Ashtabula St. John, 41-12. Struthers, big win for the Cats tonight. They upset Girard, 42-28. Canfield, no problem with Allen, 43-7. Jefferson goes to Pullen and beats the Bulldogs, 27-13. Beaver Local, 56-6 over John Hay. It is South Range defeating Lakeview tonight, 66-6. The Raiders still perfect, 29 straight regular season wins. Liberty, a winner over LeBray, 48-20. United, 45-6 over Lisbon. Lowville, big win over Mineral Ridge, 21-7. They're still perfect on the year. Matthews all over Wyndham, 56-20. It is Louisville in double overtime over Notre Dame Cathedral Latin, 24-17. Hubbard, they beat Niles tonight, 37-20. It is East Liverpool getting the win over Oakland, 44-12. Marlington falls to Salem, 41-7. Springfield, 33-7 over Jackson Milton. Valley Christian, 2 late touchdowns to beat Wellsville by the final of 24-18. Cheney, a winner over Harding, 21-14. McDonald beats Waterloo, 28-6. Carrollton falls to West Branch, 42-20. Western Reserve shuts out Sebring, 49-0. Garfield falls to Brookfield. The Warriors have won 8 straight, 35-14. Edison still perfect, 52-14 over Buckeye Local. And Mohawk beat Freedom, 42-13. Some big games looming next week. Rivalry game, West Branch, Salem. That's a good game. Could shuffle the playoff positioning a little bit. You also have South Range taking on Hubbard. For Hubbard, though, that's a big game. Some way, somehow, you get a win there. It's some big points for them. You just check it out. Cardinal Mooney, Youngstown Ursuline. the parochial battle next week. Mooney wins that one, big points. Like we talked earlier, if somehow they find a way to beat Steubenville and Ursuline, all of a sudden they're talking a home playoff game. Lowville, they're going to look to go perfect on the season. South Range wants to remain perfect. Valley Christian hopes to finish perfect on the season. Some great games looming, but it all comes down. Hard to believe it, Quinn. Next week's the final week of the regular season. We'll see how that one all washes out for us, but it's been great. It's been fun, but we are done for tonight. Going to toss it over, get you ready. Our friends at WFMJ got the overtime report coming up, so tune over to Channel 21 and join them. We'll see you back here for Week 10.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network. For stories, stats, and